Any other streamers there? Nope. There's a whole town and there's nobody in it. And it's just me, and I'm alone every day. Nobody talks to me. Nobody looks at me. Actually, in fact, everybody hates me here.
You guys really don't understand how big of a block this divorce thing is. Like, you know, it's just, I can't just be like spending money willy-nilly, bro. It just doesn't work that way.
We went through the drama with OTK. I lost interest in any degree of interacting with people, being friends with streamers.
All right, chat, it's been real. I promise we'll be back playing Variety tomorrow. Last stream's not last stream. I didn't do anything wrong.
And yes, people in Austin, you should be fucking afraid of me. You absolutely should. I know everything about you from the past 8 years. I have all of our DMs, text messages, things I know that you don't want out there.
So beautiful. Wow. They are just not meant to be together, brother. All right, guys, I think we've kind of figured out the perfect layout for our videos. We're going to give it a test run in this video from Rob's Media, Idiot Influencers, OTK. I love this. I love this so much. This will be an incredible experience. We love to see it. Let's get this farty sharded, baby, and let's start. Wow, this is beautiful.
So yeah, guys, the org's gonna be really great.
Chat, just does this look? Is this a professional? Is this a really nice professional like screen? What's going on here? Do we love this?
And there's going to be a lot of really cool content. And these guys, as Mizkif said, they really are my friends.
That's awesome.
And how thankful I am that that is the case. Gentlemen,
wow.
Thank you all so much for being part of this. I really, you guys know I couldn't have done this without you.
This is so beautiful.
So thank you guys all so much. This is
the wholesome arc. This is the wholesome Asmongold arc, guys.
It's a dream come true. I think for me, and I
think for all of us.
Yeah, me too, man.
It's crazy. It's awesome.
On October 11th, 2020, the streaming
he started off sounded a little funky. Was it just me?
organization OTK was announced. Standing for One True King, the brand became known for its focus on collaboration.
A lot of threats to society.
Collaborations between different content creators in Austin, Texas. Those that were actually friends of each other and could exist under one umbrella. It was founded by the streamers Esfand.
Wow, they got swords too. They got swords. That's okay. I think sticks that you pretend are swords are better, you know?
Tips Out, Asmongold, Rich Campbell, and Mizkif, who were primarily known for their gaming content. Over the years, more creators would join OTK, such as NMPLOL, J-Schlatt, Seer, Tectone, Emiru, Bruce Drop 'em Off, Soda Poppin', Extra.
Isn't Bruce Drop-'em-Off like really racist or something? Or no, or is he the 20-year-old that's like super entitled or something? I don't remember the specifics. This is a long time ago.
Emily and Will Neff. That list does not even include other creators who were heavily associated with the brand, while not being officially part of it.
What the hell? I'm a small person.
Such as Just a Minx, Moist Critical, Lakari, and Mayahiga.
Wow, when did When the fuck did Moist Critical get out of there?
While OTK was supposed to be a positive venture for those involved, over the years, the organization has gotten itself into various scandals. And these aren't just small controversies either. Multiple of its streamers have been accused of abuse. Some financial abuse, and others a more heinous kind.
Rape, yeah, he's convicted in civil court of raping his ex-girlfriend and stalking her, so.
There's been a lot of new information coming out.
Hey, Lakari, the CSAM guy.
As these former friends have begun to turn on each other and air out their dirty laundry.
There is no holding back. Who cares anymore? I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known.
I'm so scared right now.
And it is time to go full demon time.
Let's
watch the world burn.
Oh
Today will be...
So far, he's had pretty much no impact on anything, you know what I mean? Like, he's just like, hey guys, remember when I used to keep really shitty company? Well, guess what? They're shitty. It's like, okay, thanks, man. Got it. Good stuff.
Exploring the downfalls of various different streamers.
Although I will say, for Mizkif's sake, you know, it is interesting. I mean, Tectone, I would say, objectively worse than Mizkif. Mizkif, problematic as fuck, right? Mizkif is a legitimate problem. You know, there was a lot of really credible abuse allegations from Emiru, stalking as well. But Tectone, much more credible, or equally as credible, rape and stalking allegations against his ex. And so, you know, you got to give Mizkif a little credit for not grifting to the right, because that could potentially be that seems to be all you have to do right now is grift to the right.
Along with OTK as a whole.
Wow, Adriana Lee, that's an old one.
2022 was definitely the height of OTK's popularity, with the introduction of certain members and the amount of collaborative projects under their belt. Though things changed later that year when a drama Mizkif got himself involved with toppled the first domino. On September 17th, the
this is the gambling guy, isn't it?
Twitch streamer Slicker was accused of scamming his fans and fellow creators out of $300,000.
And then the guy that was accused of touching that girl when she was sleeping was Crazy Slick. Kind of an asshole that they have similar names. Just gonna be honest with you, kind of rude.
He did this under false pretenses, like claiming he was locked out of his bank account or that he needed to pay off his debts. In reality, he wasted all the money on a CSGO gambling addiction. My hot take here is that if you're gonna give a gambling streamer money, you're fucking stupid and
that's actually a basis fuck take, yeah.
Deserve to get scammed. It's like trusting Extra Emily in a car.
I don't even know who that is. Hey, this is racist.
How much signal I need
this
to
is
cut
racist.
across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good
This is racist, Rob.
luck, everybody else.
Wow.
Slicker would later admit to all of this, and the scandal led to a movement by other streamers to get gambling banned on Twitch.
Yep.
One of these streamers was Mizkif, who would post multiple tweets calling for Slicker and other streamers to get banned. To get back at him,
Trainwrecks was the one who gave him money, right?
Trainwrecks dropped one hell of a bombshell. Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to a railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit?
Damn, you know what I like to do? I like to sit on sexual assault allegations, and I like to just drop them at opportune moments.
You want to come at me and make shit up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you
Emily got into controversy for speeding 3 red lights in Texas. Damn, she should be banned permanently, no?
insecure pussy. He then clarifies that he's not accusing Mizkif of assaulting someone, just that he helped cover up an assault.
Yeah.
The assault in question allegedly happened
My Mizkif? What?
to the streamer Adriana Lee back in January 2020, though the story didn't become public until July 2021. During Novaru's 21st birthday party, Adriana got drunk and blacked out, with Novaru and her friends watching over her. During all of this, another streamer at the party,
He definitely looks like a person to be safe to be around.
named Crazy Slick, kept following her around, trying to kiss her, and even entered her room multiple times, claiming he was checking if she was still alive. During one of these instances, Slick touched both her neck and chest to check for a pulse.
Yep.
Adriana later clarified that she doesn't know if his intentions were out of genuine concern or not, and clarifies that she did not consider this rape or assault.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I think that the bigger issue is it seems like Mizkif tried to bury the situation, and then it just seems like she got ostracized from her community afterwards. That was like a bigger issue. That something happened to her, even if it wasn't some kind of sexual assault, you know. And then she kind of seemed to get ostracized from her community, or maybe she's just boring. But you know, it's kind of hard to see or to say at this point, since So I finished the game apparently.
The situation became public after Novaru talked about it on stream, which pissed
Why are you censoring her? Does she have her tits out or something?
Adriana off, leading to her writing a twit longer. In it, she portrays Crazy Slick as nothing more than a creepy weirdo. But now, with the additional context coming
Is this Crazy Slick? Are they non-binary now?
to light, it seems like Slick was more of a devious piece of shit than we thought. Not surprising, because this dude literally goes by Crazy Slick. His name sounds
Yeah, I call my wife that. Sorry.
like that of a rapist.
All right, well, that's crazy. But I don't know about that. It sounds like a wet vagina, but okay.
Adriana would come forward once again and exposed evidence she had collected from other people, showing that Slick was competing with Destiny to become the world's biggest sex pest.
I don't think that Destiny's the biggest sex pest. Definitely crazy, though. Oh, you know what? Maybe he is. I'm trying to think of someone else. But I can't actually, nothing comes to mind, so.
Trainwreck is alleging that Mizkif sent his then-girlfriend, Maya Higa, and their friend Mitch Jones to Adriana's house, convincing her to write that twit longer and downplay what Slick actually did.
That whole time, I was just told he touched my neck and like my wrist and tried to check my pulse. And then I found out as we were writing that twit longer that he touched my chest. And I was like, that was news to me that day, because I don't want to talk about that situation, and we were in a safe space where we all were talking about it, and that was news to me that day.
Damn.
So you were literally unconscious. It's not like you can go off of like what you saw because you were.
Mizkif should just let the honesty come out. You know? He should just be like, listen, be as honest as you want to be, and hey, let's just move forward. You know, I feel like the best damage control is to express the truth. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to change the narrative. There's a difference between controlling the narrative versus like changing the narrative, you know?
You're sleepy.
Exactly, and I think I don't think people realize that.
For additional context, Mizkif is friends of Crazy Slick and is roommates with the guy.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Mizkif would have an incentive to save Slick's ass, as they're not only buddies, but they make content together.
We're not kicking him out. I know a lot of you guys were afraid of that.
I wasn't, personally.
And I understand why.
I actually was not afraid of that at all.
Considering the last time of what happened, but he's not leaving. But if you think that I wasn't ready to do it, you're out of your damn mind. You could ask Maya. I was literally crying.
We were crying yesterday morning.
Guys, we're not going to get rid of him, but I was upset that I might have had to get rid of him. So I'm a good guys. Clap, maybe?
I thought I was going to have to do it.
Clap for me, baby.
We're not kicking him out, but he is getting help. He is going to talk to somebody. He is going to change his behavior.
That's so beautiful.
It's so hard.
What's his behavior? Like, because right now all we seem to know is that he gets really drunk and physically inappropriate to some degree. So why you guys, you can't just say vague. You can't give us like vague. He's gonna change his behavior. What's his behavior? Like, is he shitting in the walls, or is he like, you know what I mean? Like, the first part of changing your behavior is acknowledging what the behavior is that needs to be changed. No.
Hard to say it without sounding cliche and like not genuine, but he really does want to be better. Like, he doesn't want to make people uncomfortable. He's going to change himself so that he doesn't do that.
That's beautiful.
Because this was a lot. This was more than a wake-up call.
Here's how Adriana explained the situation to Hassan Piker once Trainwreck's tweet came out.
And I was like, well, I was just going to write the tweet longer with Kyle, the person that was there. Like, I don't really see why you guys need to be
Call him Cigarette Kyle. He's a cool guy.
here. And then from there, obviously I was, if we say something, we're going to have to kick Slick out. And I was like, okay.
So do it. What the fuck?
And it's like,
why is your brand worth protecting some fucking idiot,
Well, if you do say something, just know, like, people are they're gonna come after you. I was like, okay, well, like, I'm still gonna be true to myself,
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And we wrote the thing together, like, she was there while we were writing it.
Crazy.
And she proofread it, and we changed some of the vocabulary to make it less harsh on Slick. In hopes, because she promised me, she is not just her responsibility, it's obviously Miz, because Miz sent her. And I found out later that Miz sent, quote, one of the more reputable girls of Twitch to make it look better for him.
Right. You know, it's interesting. Hassan's just sitting here thinking about how to tie this into Israel. The entire time. I don't know if you guys know that.
Maya would respond on stream the same day, explaining that she didn't feel like she was pressuring Adriana in any way, though she seems to understand the power dynamic at play.
Was there a power dynamic in that situation? Because I'm a bigger streamer, yes. And I feel bad about that. It wasn't my intention to introduce that to the situation. I wasn't trying to impose that on her. I wasn't trying to pressure her, or like force her into saying something. But did it naturally exist? Yeah.
Well, I guess if you wanted to, you should have got her drunk first, like Crazy Slick did. Am I right, guys? That's an insensitive joke.
But all I went there for was to ask her if she had been raped or sexually assaulted. She said no. I asked her if she can include...
Well, she also wouldn't really know that because she was blackout drunk, right? I mean, it doesn't sound like she was. I mean, maybe she was to some degree. I mean, it's possible. We guess we don't really know. It depends. I guess if you take his word for it that he was just trying to check in on her, and there might be a level of truth to that, then I guess she wasn't sexually assaulted. But I don't know. He might have. It is totally possible that he was just like super drunk, and he was like concerned for her, and his concern manifested poorly. That is possible. I suppose. I guess anything's possible, but
did that.
But then Mitch Jones just said, fuck it, we did that shit. We covered for Slick's ass. Fuck you, Mizkif.
Damn.
Did Miz explicitly give direction to you and Maya and fucking whoever the fuck else was in that room to go to Adriana's house and to, quote unquote, downplay the situation or find a way to save Slick's ass? Yes or no?
The answer to that is yes.
Damn.
Okay. That's the fucking sauce right there, bro.
Dude, that doesn't really help their case, does it?
And it's just like, that's not easy for me to say at all, but that is the answer, yeah.
Fuck, man.
By this point, all eyes were on Mizkif. He was seen as the mastermind behind it all, especially when this clip from September 2021 resurfaced.
Oh, I remember the World of Warcraft clip.
Of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal.
That's just why I say this.
I don't think people really gave a shit and really cared. Chat, I'm gonna turn this off if you're gonna be like this. I'll just turn it off.
Why is he a fucking idiot like this?
Now, to be charitable to Mizkif.
Well, there's no charitability. You can say, like, yeah, you know what, the situation wasn't good or ideal, but I don't think that, like, he was trying to be inappropriate. He got drunk and he got stupid, and I'm not happy about it. And it's, like, inappropriate. But thankfully, it didn't, like, it wasn't something that, you know, anybody got harmed in or something. You could say something like that, but he's saying it in the most disrespectful, like, yeah, who cares? In a way where it's just like, oh, yeah, the situation doesn't even matter. Like, who cares? That's what it is. Like, yeah, who gives a shit? You know, the situation isn't good. It does matter. There's more to play than the, you know, I guess potentially inappropriate. I mean, it's inappropriate regardless because she was passed out and her friends were like, hey, stop it. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Either way, I don't know if it's sexual, but it's still like a big deal. It's a problem that happens in your house. You guys try to, you know, keep it under wraps. Yeah, it's shitty. What do you, like, you know what I mean? Ridiculous.
He might not have known the full extent of the situation. Maybe he didn't send Mitch and Maya to Adriana's house for the sole purpose of saving Crazy Slick's reputation. Mitch could be lying. I mean, the guy's a fucking snake. Scratch that. He's a Titanoboa.
What? What are you watching? History Channel? Do you fucking, what the hell?
He ended up leaking to.
All right. Well, now I know your thing. Now I know your thing is trains. Now I know your thing is trains, bud.
Discord calls.
You've been exposed.
That were held the night train.
No, what did I say? No, snakes. What the fuck did I say? It's trains. Some people's thing is trains. Yours is snakes.
Rick put his tweet out, which included both him and Mizkif, Asmongold, XQC, Mitch, and this dude named Barry. It's pretty contested, with Trainwreck questioning why Mizkif needed to get involved in the first place before.
Looks rough here.
Before Adriana gave her side of the
same
story. His response is to go, but guys, Slick is my best friend.
That's beautiful.
Making it clear where his bias lies.
Well, yeah, he's gonna have a bias with his best friend.
My best friend was getting fucking canceled. Emotions were in
It
the air.
doesn't matter. He committed a crime. I don't care if your best friend's getting canceled.
Yeah,
Why do you keep
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily a crime. That might be disproportionate, but, you know, could be.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You have a best friend. You want to know what happened. You want to know the answers. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Please.
It's a very frat boy response, though.
Remove your bias and tell me hearing this isn't crazy to you. He's justifying by saying it's his best friend. What the fuck are you saying right now? It's your excuse is it's your best friend. That is what I'm saying is wrong about it. You should not be involved. If it's your best friend, you remove yourself.
This whole call is bizarre because Maya doesn't show up at all. You know, the person who actually talked to Adriana. It makes this Discord.
Well, I think that Trainwreck's had some issues with Mizkif and was kind of using that situation to air his grievances and maybe to some degree sensationalizing what was going on.
Debates feel like a boy's treehouse if a no girls allowed sign, despite the debate in question being about a girl's sexual assault. Maya would make this twit longer after the call was leaked to Destiny and played on stream, with her continuing to deny covering for Slick. She also says she privately apologized to Adriana, and at the end of the post says she's gonna leave the internet for a while.
Oh, my apologies to Adriana. I'm like, Adriana apologized? My brain farted for a second.
Mizkif would also put out a twit longer, where he finally talks about kicking Crazy Slick out of his house, and shows regret towards downplaying his actions. He also
Damn, that's his last ditch effort there. You know, like he had no intention of wanting to do that, but he's like, damn, I guess I have to now just for the optics.
Also apologizes for some old statements he made several years prior. These were leaked by Ice Poseidon, who Mizkif used to work for back in 2018 when he was a lot edgier. He resented Mizkif for growing more popular than him, and was tired of the guy constantly spouting backhanded remarks. So, out of pure spite, he leaked Discord logs where Mizkif used slurs. Honestly,
which ones? I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
Honestly, you have to respect Ice Poseidon for being this petty.
I don't think I do, but I appreciate what you're saying, boss.
He was waiting for the perfect moment to drop these literal bombs. Within a day of the allegations dropping, OTK put Mizkif on leave, announcing that they'd hire a third-party organization to investigate the situation. It would take another 3 months for the results to be publicized, with OTK finding Mizkif not guilty of covering up or minimizing Crazy Slick's actions.
Whoa. I mean, did they actually hire another company, or did they just go, hey guys, we found ourselves not guys, we find ourselves... We're innocent. We're innocent. We've determined that.
Though the company suspended his board duties and placed him on probation due to his comeback stream in October, During it, he's seen joking about the allegations, claiming he's the master of cover-ups to his tattoo guy.
Probably a smart play there, Mizkif.
It's the stuff that basically would be a tramp stamp in 20 years. I cover up a lot of that stuff because after a while, people are like, damn, you know, it's
Yeah, I try to cover up the words I said too. I get
it
it.
just doesn't fit their body right, you know?
Right.
There's a lot of rules to it.
Yeah,
you
people
know?
change.
But yeah, we make it, no matter what, dude. One of my things is I am a master at cover-ups and reconstruction.
Me too, for 4 years.
Okay, this guy's actually a fucking moron. How did he get this popular? I mean, it's all frat bro shit, huh? You know? But that's fucking insane. Why say that? What the fuck? He's really, it's weird because it's like really weighing on his mind. That's interesting.
Excuse me?
I think this will not look good like this. Like, let's be real.
You know.
Yeah, that's a bad look there, Mizkif. In April 2023, Adriana Lee would file a defamation suit against Mizkif, Crazy Slick, OTK, and others involved in the story, asking for $2 million in damages. She
Okay, I guess get that bag.
claims that they maliciously made false and defamatory claims in order to save Slick's reputation, which harmed her both financially and emotionally.
What defamatory claims did they make? Do I not remember this?
Though in late 2024, the case was dismissed, with the court rejecting the allegations made against Mizkif.
Fortunately, after 2 years, I'm finally glad to announce.
She should have went a little lower. She should have went a little bit lower on that. And then, you know, a lot lower. And see if they would settle to make it easier, you know?
That the court has dismissed all allegations against me in relation to those allegations.
What were the things that they said to slander? I mean, they sound like they were basically saying like slander, like defamatory. What was the shit that they were saying? Because I feel like the issue was that she potentially got locked out of like the community after that happened. That would be like the stronger thing to play on, right?
After months of litigation, those allegations were thrown out of the courtroom, and the plaintiff is required to pay my attorney fees.
Whoa. Damn. Now that's fucking extra cucked, dude.
Rich Campbell
Do you like the layout, dude? I think it's beautiful. Is the video game stimulating?
started off as an esports caster, which led him to meeting Asmongold and later Esfand. After
Damn.
drama he had with the gaming company Blizzard, he transitioned into a full-time
What drama did he have with Blizzard?
Twitch streamer, which eventually led him to co-found OTK.
I wish you gave me a little insight on that, Robert. I would have appreciated that.
Alongside the other aforementioned content creators, his focus was primarily World of Warcraft, with him streaming to thousands on Twitch, and hosting the popular podcast Allcraft. Though things began falling apart for him in December 2022.
Imagine liking World of Warcraft that much, you know what I mean? Like, who could it possibly like World of Warcraft that much, you know? Loser!
2. Only a few months after Mizkif's scandal involving Adriana and Crazy Slick. Another thing to know about Rich is that he's not only addicted to video games, but also casual sex. Wouldn't be at all strange if he was in his early...
Just casual sex he's addicted to, specifically? Alright, I wasn't aware. I guess that makes sense. Like, wouldn't it just be regular sex? I don't know. I'm like really nitpicking here, huh?
20s, but by this time he was in his early 30s.
Have you had sex with Rich Campbell?
Damn.
Yes.
Is Rich throwing that hog around, dude? Like, how's he doing with it? Wait, did he assault a girl? This might be I might have made an insensitive joke.
Wait, I'm staying in that closet. I found his fleshlight too. It's in there.
Damn, dude, a fleshlight?
Yeah, no, me too.
Rich was taught.
Did you guys use it? Like his like he has a butthole flesh. I'm thinking incorrectly here. I think that what they're saying is they found his personal use thing, not something shaped after him. Okay, my bad.
Tossing around that pussy like a Linnadee's cat.
All right, dude, that's crazy.
In 2022, Rich would get into a relationship with the famous porn star Mia Malkova,
Never heard of her, dude. Maybe only famous to you, you fucking gooner.
who would talk about it on various podcasts. Her appearance on the Pillow Talk podcast is extremely notable because she revealed Rich has a pregnancy fetish.
What's Rich into? He's the one of the cuck in the Cage Boys?
I can't talk about that.
Oh, I bet you Rich is into some shit. 100%. You have a type.
He has a pregnant fetish. He really wants to get me pregnant.
Oh, that's a breeding kink, not a pregnancy fetish.
That's kind of hot, though.
I mean, it's not like, here's my thing. That's not really weird, okay? But neither of them are weird. It's not weird to have a breeding kink or a pregnancy fetish. And I'm going to explain to you why. First of all, biologically, we're supposed to breed. I have a breeding kink. Oh, I also have a kink for eat it. That one, actually, I'm very obese. But you understand what I'm saying, okay? Oh, I have okay, right, whatever. Let's move on to the next one. A pregnancy kink. Here's my theory. Hear me out, okay? Hear my theory here. Men, every advancement we've ever made is because men are horny, right? Like, men like women because they're horny, right? So men that are attracted to pregnant women, they want to obviously create pregnant women, but they also want to protect them because they're horny. Does that make sense? Like, think about that. Think about that. Why did we ever legalize abortion? Because we're horny. You know what I mean? Why do they give out free condoms in the bathrooms? Because we're horny. You know? Why is Viagra covered by health insurance? Because we're not horny enough. So I'm just saying, I think that there's something to my theory, and so it's totally normal. It's a totally normal thing, in my opinion.
Has a what?
He wants to get me pregnant.
Because not for the baby, because he wants to fuck you with your 9-month bubble?
Probably.
Whoa, kink shame much?
Rich would reference this in a tweet 2 days later, as his parents apparently saw this clip on Instagram. Imagine having to explain that to your folks.
That's crazy.
Though this tweet caught the attention of another girl Rich had been with, the Twitch streamer and OnlyFans model Azalea Lexi. On the same day, she tweeted, "I know Mia Malkova isn't lying about Rich Campbell's pregnancy fetish, because he said he wanted to get me pregnant while he assaulted me, and then sent me into the streets at 3 a.m. by myself with nowhere to go." She then dropped a tweet
Crazy if true. Is that true? Or was he found innocent of that?
longer, going into more detail. The two of them had a 4-year relationship, where Azalea claims he only saw her as a sexual object, before gaslighting her on this to quell concerns.
Sounds like Tectone. I have no idea how to get this.
A while after they broke up, Rich would apologize for his behavior, and they'd switch to becoming just friends. In October 2021, he asked if she could stay with him at his place in Texas, which she declined. Then in December, when Rich was in LA, he asked if she could stay with him at his hotel, which she also declined, as she didn't want to have sex with him. While hanging out with him in January, he allegedly tried again to ask for sex, and when she declined, he said, "I think tonight is the last time I'm ever gonna see you." Due to the rules of his apartment complex, Rich claimed they had to move from its theater back to his room, where he talked about how hot it would be if she got pregnant. According to her, he then jerked off in front of her, tried taking off her clothes, and raped her.
What the fuck?
Though it seems like certain details are missing here, which caused suspicion for many people. After this, he then allegedly kicked her out of his apartment, forcing her to stay at a sketchy hotel in Chinatown for the rest of the night. Rich would immediately see Azalea's tweet, which was caught live as he was hosting an Echo esports team. The next day, he would tweet out, "I have read the statements made against me today. I will share my side of the story, but need some time to collect my thoughts. OTK has requested that I resign from my position, and I have agreed. I will make an update soon." OTK would then announce his resignation from the org. This to me is incredibly odd, as you'd think they would just put him out on leave and hire a third party to look into this.
I mean, maybe it's a pretty heavy allegation, you know, whether it's true or not. Like, stuff like that can really damage a creator, especially since it was about a little while back in the day, you know, so it makes it additionally damning. Because we kind of were, well, I mean, I guess in general, if you have an allegation like that against you, people are going to be like, okay, we have to distance ourselves in case it's true. So that is a pretty big one. Yeah, I don't think it's as simple as just like, oh, maybe they would have just put him on leave. Nah, I don't think so.
Just like with Mizkif only 3 months prior. But instead, they just kicked this guy to the curb.
Well, the Mizkif situation was much different, right?
Life-ruining decision that was made in 30 minutes.
Honestly, I'm very proud with how OTK handled things. Handled it in less than 30 minutes. Great on them. They know what they needed to do, and they didn't hesitate. Honestly, I'm not an owner. I'm not a founder of OTK. I am merely just a talent. But to see that type of quick action,
what the fuck,
made me happy.
At the time.
Sorry, I just want to be clear. This is a rape allegation against the guy who's best known for losing his guns for a decade because he was found to have raped his ex-girlfriend multiple times and stalked her. And that's the guy who is like instantaneously like, oh yeah, this is real. And like, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying like you're gonna sit here and cry. You did the thing as well. So like, what are you crying for, bud? It just seems like performative, you know? I don't know. Seems like a performance there, bud.
The only evidence provided were from Azalea. However, in hindsight, they don't exactly help her case. It's texts between her and Rich where they arrange their meetup, with Rich being openly flirty. She even sends a photo of her face, which I feel like you wouldn't do.
Okay, I'm excited to see you. I'm gonna stay up. I'm so excited. Haha. Seriously, it's too late and it's not a problem. LOL. I don't want you to wait around if you're going to bed. I'll wait up, send me a pic. That'll help me stay up. LMAO. Rich, seriously? What? I want to see your face. LOL. Oh, he's what the hell? He's testing. He's doing a little test right here. He's trying to get her to send news. But that doesn't mean that he couldn't have assaulted her.
Unless you...
The worst part is that the phone is like super low battery.
Were reciprocating this behavior. In my opinion, this still wasn't enough evidence to prove that either side was in the right.
Well, I mean, that isn't like really any evidence about anything. I mean, it's evidence that they hung out that night. But just because she might have been interested in like being okay with the flirty stuff doesn't mean that she was okay with having sex with him, you know? So.
Though his fellow streamers were quick to claim Rich was 100% guilty, Asmongold put out this video where he explicitly states that he's taken Azalea's side, and says that he'll ban anyone in his chats who cast doubt upon her.
You are not our fan, you're not on our side, we are on their side.
That's crazy,
That's
dude.
why Rich is gone. If you go...
Dude, always a grifter? Is that what I'm seeing? I'm not trying to be an asshole. I understand the allegations are heavy, but to just like make a decision that this person sexually assaulted a girl because she said so, with like, you know, is insane. It's fine to be like, hey, we're removing him from the organization. We don't want to be attached to that. We're going to let investigation go on. But you were just like, no, it's true. It's true. It's true. And now you've gone from that to like, hey guys, it's totally chill to just like attack other countries and kill brown people or whatever. You know, what are we doing? Like, I don't understand. This is the guy that's like, oh, Epstein files. What? Trump's not releasing the client list because he's probably on it. What? That's not real. Hey guys, I hate the woke left. You were the woke left, dude. Maybe like what the fuck? That's crazy. Over validating a sexual assault claim that wasn't proven to be true at this point is fucking crazy.
Oh, and you are messaging these girls.
Asmongold probably knows more than us. How do you know that? What information?
Trying to cast aspersions, cast a shadow of doubt, and make them feel bad for coming forward with what their story is. You are not our fan. You're not my fan. You're not doing us any favors. You're not on our team.
Crazy.
You're not helping us. You're not helping anyone. Do not.
Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Asmongold like congratulate Rich for like beating the allegations? No?
Do that.
Or did he not? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
If I see people doing that in my chat, I will ban them.
Now it's mandatory in his chat to do that. Did you know that?
I think everybody should do the same.
Yet in the same video, he chastises people for immediately taking Rich's side. What's also strange is that he alludes to more evidence being out there, but never says what it is.
Maybe he did know something else that he didn't want to release.
It's the J.J. Abrams mystery box of rape.
I read everything. I also know a few other things as well. This is not drama. This is not getting canceled.
I wonder what those other things are. Maybe there was some credibility to it. I don't know.
These are crimes.
We have no idea what he's holding on to, though Casey Tron, of all people, would go on to claim that there are more victims of Rich.
It was relayed to me by
Alright, inserting ourselves into controversy. I never do that ever, so.
Lexi that Asmon communicated to her there were several other victims and that there are corroborating factors in each story. She told me that she is also
Yeah, I mean, maybe they do have more information that we don't know about.
aware of one other victim that has a similar theater story to hers, and others that have stated he finished in them without consent.
Though she never revealed more information on this, so thanks I guess, Casey. Here's a free weed pen for vague posting about rape.
Well, it's not super vague posting, but hey, listen, you know what? Maybe they actually do know something that we don't know, and there's like no way for us to truly know everything that happened.
Rich's friend and fellow OTK member.
Unless, is this Asmongold welcoming back Rich Campbell? Asmongold warmly welcomes Rich Campbell's return 3 years after he accused him of raping and convicted his entire audience. Interesting. Well, that's too big.
Rich, yo, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. This is the first time, bro, I think ever Rich has ever raided me. We're back. Welcome back, guys. How y'all doing? Y'all have fun? Man, it's a new day, ain't it? It's a new day. Yeah.
It's hard to say if because one of two things could be true here. One, Asmongold, there was never strong enough evidence for Asmongold to like completely denounce Rich Campbell, and he was just grifting for the left at that point. Or number two is that he knows that the evidence is damning and he just doesn't care about people getting raped. And they're both equally as possible. Because again, Asmongold downplays like Epstein and shit. He doesn't care that Trump won't release any of the files. He's friends with like Tectone, who again found convicted of raping his ex-girlfriend twice, I believe. Lost his guns for a decade. Stalker. So we don't really know. We don't know which grift it is. We don't know which direction which grift was Asmongold left-wing grifting, or is he right now right-wing grifting? I have no idea.
Quid pro quo. Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. Yeah, welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Why does audio sound so fucking weird?
And I talked to Rich a lot last night.
Why?
And you know,
what the hell?
It's been a whole situation. Obviously, not going to comment on any of the situation, but I talked to Rich for quite a while, and we're good.
Wow.
So that's where we're at. And so, yeah, I just want to let y'all know. And it's been a weird situation, but that's just life, right? Life goes in one way or something else. So, more things on the horizon, things that, we might be doing, etc.
Great stuff, man. Oh yeah, he has a podcast with him now, right?
Tectone would also respond on stream, where he fake cries and compares his emotions to a clip from an anime.
So this is kind of how I felt like yesterday, to put it into words. Let's get some good old anime in here, Let's get some good old anime. That'll be fun.
I love that Tectone manages to victimize himself when everybody else's situation and start crying.
Like this.
This is about somebody being allegedly sexually assaulted? That makes sense to post that. Okay.
I just kind of felt like fucking obliterated.
Guys, my friend raped someone. It makes me feel like a cartoon character. It makes me feel like that fat guy is cell-absorbed.
Dude, stop making fun of me, bro. Stop.
Tectone would also trauma dump during all of this, and tells his viewers to not doubt random accusers, which will become very ironic later in this video.
Yeah, for sure.
Just you wait.
So please, if you see men or women sharing their stories online about your favorite content creators.
Wow, amazing.
You can say nothing if you like. But you really shouldn't tell these people you're lying.
Whoa.
Let people speak their truth.
I guess I generally agree with this. I mean, you shouldn't over-validate a claim that's being made. You should want to speak accurately. So that's really where I would come from. That's where I would come from more than anything else. But at the same time, Tectone, buddy boy, I don't know if you know this, but you did do the thing.
Let people speak their perspectives.
Guys, we gotta believe all victims, even if they've only written a twit longer and showed.
In his defense, he didn't say believe them. He just said hear them out. But I also don't like Tectone, so I'm just gonna let you know that.
A couple of text messages. It's all very performative and backstabby. These guys clearly only did this to get pressure off their back. OTK was getting called one true rape because of the Mizkif stuff.
That's not even clever, but that's funny.
So these guys acted to save their reputations by metaphorically drowning Rich in the river.
Whoa.
Sensing the tides changing, both Jay Schlatt and Bruce Drop 'em Off would leave OTK, which was definitely smart on their end.
Yeah, that sounds like it's very smart on their end.
And before I get a bunch of comments about this, yes, I look like Schlatt. If he grew a shitty goatee and smoked meth. It would take another year for updates.
Who the fuck ever thought that, bud? I don't think anybody was thinking that, Rob. I love you, but you're just saying stuff at this point. You're just saying stuff.
To be made public. With the YouTuber Henry Resilient revealing that Rich and Azalea filed lawsuits against each other. Azalea filed one regarding sexual assault, and Rich filed a defamation case in response, asking for $3.6 million.
That's a lot of $1 million. Does she even have that much money? What the fuck?
Henry was also reached out to by 2 anonymous sources, who claimed they were also victims of Rich, though no substantive proof was provided by.
I wish I was a victim of Rich. Being rich. Am I right, guys? That's very relatable. Please clap for me.
Other party. Maybe their testimonies would be
maybe inappropriate to joke, but considering the circumstances. But you know what? Fuck it, dude.
Provided in court, but we'll never actually know. In October 2025, Azalea announced that she decided to dismiss her lawsuit against Rich, writing, "No payment was offered by either of us to the other. I want to thank everyone for their support over this difficult period, and I wish him well in his future endeavors." Bitch, you wish him well? You tried to ruin his life. You said he raped you. What the f-
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not true. That still might be true. I just don't know. It's interesting, though, if they both filed a lawsuit that she would... It is interesting. The only thing that's interesting to me is that I'm assuming that this is a lawsuit in America. It's, like, really tough to... It's really tough to, like, win a defamation suit. So the fact that she would drop it, I don't... To me, it might mean that she didn't have enough evidence. And that would, like, make it easy for, you know, him to win a defamation suit. I mean, that could not be true. That's what it's kind of signaled to me, but I just don't know. But it's interesting because it's like tough. Defamation is tough.
Fuck? She would end up deleting this tweet shortly after, though Rich would make his own response a couple of weeks later.
It's been, what, maybe 3 years? It's been a long time since I actually streamed. After everything happened, right? That was a very deliberate choice to do that. I really wanted to handle everything through the proper legal channels. I thought that was important. I didn't want to just go through social media. I didn't view it as content, and I didn't want anyone else to view it as content.
Well, tell that to your friends who decided to backstab you over nothing. Speaking of which, Tectone decided to chime in once the tides turned.
Oh, Tectone, what did you have to say? What'd that boy have to say?
Claiming that Rich was fucked over. No shit, you were part of that, asshole.
That guy got fucked over tremendously. I got no idea what's going on with that guy.
I have no idea. Guys, now that it came out that I did rape somebody. This guy's crazy.
Last time I heard, he didn't do the shit he was accused of, but I got no fucking idea, and the guy won't respond to my messages, but Rich, feel free to DM me if you ever want.
Tectone would then post one of his classic backyard monologues, where he yaps about how false accusers...
Whoa, that's crazy. Sorry, my audio's weird.
...are bad. Clearly, he's trying to obfuscate from the scandals he's been involved in. I wouldn't even call this guy a snake.
What the hell is that? That's a word? Obfuscate? Damn.
Or Titanoboa. He's a fucking great devourer.
Bro, so how about this freaking Titanoboa? Did you just learn about this?
I'm not sure if any other updates will come out about Rich the Cream Pie Campbell. Though,
dude, what the? Rich the Cream Pie Campbell? Are you fucking gooning to this guy? What the hell? Rich the Cream Pie Campbell's fucking insane, dude.
He's now streaming to Twitch on a regular basis, and is still banging Mia Malkova.
That's incredible. Thank you for letting us know that.
Nick Polum, more commonly known as NMPLOL, is a gaming streamer who grew to prominence in 2018 due to his association with Greek God X and Soda Poppin', two already massive content creators. Nick was actually dating,
just like Ninja, massive,
Soda's editor and mod at the time, a Norwegian girl named Malena Tudi. Malena became an essential part of Nick's content and image, especially when he joined OTK in late 2020. He actually became a co-owner of the brand, and Malena would collaborate with them while growing her own independent career on Twitch. The two had playful banter on screen, though some of these arguments felt way too real. Malena would get—
Hey, listen, man. People like seeing the real stuff, dude. They like seeing the real. They like seeing the real drama.
Fed up with Nick's fake—
I've never heard of this person, so.
nice guy shtick, breaking character to snub him.
Sorry, you're upsetty spaghetti.
Are you upsetty spaghetti? That's crazy, brother.
Sorry, I'm upset.
It's sorry that I made you upset.
Okay.
Sorry that I broke the boundary rules.
Sorry.
That's crazy. What the fuck does that mean, dude?
Sorry that I broke the boundary rules by trying to make jokes out of a post that was meant to be funny.
Don't try to justify it with a joke.
Well, I don't know if he's trying to justify it with a joke. I'm going to be fucking real with you. It sounds like you accuse this guy of fucking something very inappropriate, but it sounds like boundaries can mean anything. Breaking a boundary Could mean making a bad joke at a party. It could be showing up to Christmas with a shirt of Donald Trump jerking off Bill Clinton that says "Big Beautiful Bill." It could be your mother getting you another shirt, bringing it there, making you change, and then touching your nipple because she knows that you have legitimate OCD and that you get locked into, trying to even yourself out. Right? Some people would call that molesting your child or child molestation, even if they're 30, but that's not, whatever. Or it could mean a bad joke, or it could mean sexual assault. I don't know. There's a lot of things it could mean. And I don't know. So it sounds like he's really just trying to clarify off of a pretty fucking insane, sounds like he's just trying to clarify. And I understand it and I respect it.
It's like me pushing you down the stairs saying it's a joke.
Hey, it's just a joke. I just push you down the stairs. It's a joke. I just push you down the stairs, motherfucker. I've never heard of this person.
Okay, well, Reddit recap versus pushing down. Okay.
And I don't blame Malena, because after watching some of his content for this video, I want to belittle the guy too. Nick is the type of dude to unironically
Uh-oh, we got a simp, dude.
Say, no more Mr. Nice Guy, when he gets made fun of online. Over the course of 2024, fans started noticing that Malena would barely show up in content, with him announcing in June that she'd be retiring from content creation.
The TLDR is Malena's mom is sick again.
Damn.
And Malena's been helping her out in Spain, and I was there to support Malena as long as I could.
Glad to see you back, Nick NMPL.
So her mom had surgery and it went well. So she's in the recovery phase, and Malena's down there helping her out. And all that was going on. Yeah, and so Malena decided to retire.
My record up off the floor.
Yeah, she decided to retire because it was a lot. A lot of stuff.
Now remember this part, it's gonna come up later. A couple of months after this, Nick would announce a separation from Malena. The two had been together for 9 years at that point.
Damn, how fucking old were they? They were together for 9 years. I feel like those early relationships never work out because he's probably like in his 30s now. Those relationships where you get together when you're really young like almost never work out, dude. The only way those relationships work out is if you cheat on each other for a little while. I know it sounds shitty, but if I got my wife when I was like 30, so normal shit. But I mean, like if you're with somebody from they're fucking 17, you know what I mean? Like you gotta, I don't know. I feel like if you don't go through a weird phase, I don't know. Probably not gonna work out. It's crazy stuff. Okay.
Though he's pretty vague with the details.
Nicholas, Mr. Pollum. Is there even an ounce of hope? A smidge, things can roll back. Also, still on good terms.
Yeah, still on good terms, of course.
That's
yeah.
so beautiful.
I don't know.
First judgment.
There's always some hope, right? But not a lot. Probably zero. I'm gonna be
She was 16 when they met. Well, how old was he? That's kind of important to establish too, no?
honest. It's a good thing. I think it's better for both of us. I truly do.
Nice.
Doesn't mean it's not hard. It's scary, but
So true,
I think in the long run, it's definitely better. Gay arc.
Love
Maybe.
you, Nick. You will always.
Can I just say something right now with the whole gay arc thing? I was at my wife's friends came over the other day, and they were talking and they were telling some spicy stories. And one of them is that they have like a really, really heavy Trump supporter, like cousin or something, but they found out that he's got like femboy stuff and trans stuff that he's looking at on there, and they kind of said like, yeah, he sounds like he might be gay, and I was like, is that gay? I fucking I'm not gay, you know what I mean? Is it really gay? Like that's not fucking gay. Jacking it, even the femboys I feel like is not gay. Like it's one of those things where if I love women, but women wear blue jeans and fart, and they, you know what I mean? But femboys always in dresses, always put perfume on, always everything's perfect. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you think about it philosophically, femboys are kind of more girls than girls. So it's not gay at all, I don't think. I don't really think it's gay, especially if it's tucked. Especially if it's tucked, it's not gay. But I feel like that's true, and I think everyone agrees with me, so we're going to move on.
No.
Damn.
We're definitely gonna move on.
Damn, we almost found Hassan a new whipping boy.
Ooh.
In February 2025, Nick would announce through Discord that he was dating fellow streamer Itzkachi with the Twitter account Yeet.
I really have never heard of any of these fucking people before, dude.
Posting about it. Nick
Yeet.
got super pissed at this, lashing out by tweeting, "Bro, stop tweeting my fucking Discord messages, you bottom feeder degenerate. Get a fucking job, holy shit, you freak."
I think that is his job at that point.
Like, bruh, Nick. Everybody already knew you were fucking this chick. Y'all were going on vacations together, yakking it up the whole time.
Wait, why do people say Vegas is trash? This is fun.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't know where they were getting the Discord messages from. Was it a public Discord? But I guess it's like, you know, it's one of the things you kind of lose as a content creator is that privacy stuff. So
I want to take
the old privacy thing. You
a
know?
picture in front of Trump Tower. Okay,
Whoa.
hear me out. I don't agree with this, and I would never do it because I think it's wrong, and what Elon did was wrong. But if you wanted to farm Twitter, you can go in front of Trump Tower, do a certain gesture, you probably get 34,000 likes.
Whoa.
I wouldn't do that because that's
What's the gesture? Offering your 13-year-old daughter to Trump or something, or what is it?
fucked up.
Hold on right here. Yeah, hold it. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it doesn't go down your
Well, yo, bro.
Ah, fuck. Hassan is gonna get so mad at me.
Would you stop?
After Yeet's tweet, Nick would go crawling back to his Discord hug box, claiming that he's getting harassed by all these mean Twitter people, while also bragging about a successful streaming career.
Well, I mean, I guess that's probably both true to some extent. I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of understand, like, getting, you know, feeling like it's a little intrusive where people are sniping your Discord, I guess, to, like, figure out information about you. I mean, that's part of the game, right? It's part of the business. So it is what it is, but I kind of get it.
Then a bombshell dropped. Henry Resilience uploaded a video discussing Nick and Melena's divorce documents. Yeah.
Why? That seems like really weirdly intrusive. Just in my IMO?
These guys were married the whole time. And this wasn't some common law marriage bullshit, like what XQC had to go through with Adept. They legally got married in September 2015, when Nick was 24 and Melena was 19.
Thanks.
They got married so early so that Melena could get a green card. The reason cited for their divorce is listed as discord or conflict of personalities, which is completely different from how Nick would talk about it on stream 2 days later.
But I can't.
It just sounds like they have different personalities. The marriage has become insupportable because of discord or conflict of personalities. I don't think that they're actually talking about the legitimate app Discord, are they? I think they're just talking about like conflict of personalities.
Which is completely different from how Nick would talk about it on stream 2 days later.
But I can't say there's no like fighting or anything. So if anyone's looking for fighting or drama, it's not there.
Nick was trying his best to sweep things under the rug.
Well, I mean, I feel like that is valid to say, hey, I'm not trying to turn this into like a drama. I mean, that's, even if there was fighting, it's like none of our business. So,
which only caused the Streisand effect. Henry would reveal more documents the following month, which allege some damning accusations against Nick. First of all, Melena claims that Nick was financially abusing her.
Damn.
According to her,
good.
Nick had complete control over their finances.
Was she a streamer? She was a streamer too? Yeah, that would be bad.
And forced her to ask permission for any spending.
Am I allowed to buy something from here?
Yeah, are you gonna carry it around? What are you asking me? Like, you don't control the money. Holy shit.
She's asking for a majority of their estates in a divorce, claiming this is a fault-based divorce, meaning there was some sort of misconduct being committed against her. Either way, she'd be granted at least half the estate, which sounds fair when taking into account how long they've been making content together. Not only has she been there since the early days of Nick's career...
Well, it's fair. Yeah, they're married, so she's entitled to pretty much everything, half of everything that they got when they were together. Yeah, that makes sense.
But she also served as his editor. Even if she is lying about the financial abuse, I don't think it's a gold digger situation. She made Nick.
I mean, it's possible he was financially abusing her. It's possible that he also was doing it without realizing it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be intentionally abusing somebody to be like abusive, if that makes sense. There could be stressful situations or immaturity that get in the way. It doesn't make him like a fundamentally bad person. It doesn't make him a fundamentally bad person. We simply just don't know. That would be my answer. We just have no idea. But yeah. So, but also it's court. You kind of have to. It's one of those things where like, hey, we're in court. It's you go for the gold when you're in court. You go for the gold. You go as like hard as you possibly can so that you get as much out as you possibly can. But it seems like they didn't necessarily find enough evidence if they went 50-50, because that is like a typical split. So.
Well, I got the job there because of nepotism.
Just like you have a Twitch career now because of nepotism. Go ahead.
Damn.
No, I have a Twitch career now because I chose to. I didn't go on stream for 6 years because I didn't want to. Now I finally chose to be on stream. So I think you have a Twitch career now because of nepotism.
I do,
because
yeah.
I chose to come on here.
Well, because of chance in Greek.
False, because you were sitting at 200 viewers whenever you live with chance. Then I came on your stream and now you're fine.
Damn. They are just not meant to be together, brother. That's all I gotta say, dude. I gotta just say, is 21 and 16 crazy? Is that their ages? I mean, yeah, that's incredibly inappropriate. Unfortunately, that was more of the norm even 10 years ago. But you know, if that's true, that's kind of wild stuff.
I see that.
It wasn't the norm, but that 10 years ago, but it was more accepted. Unfortunately, it's kind of the reality. It's why we have to kind of raise the age of consent.
You made
because people do be creeps. Men, am I right, guys?
Me.
Dude, they're so good at content together. I love these two together. It's so much fun drama. It's like watching the Frenemies podcast, am I right?
Malena also claims that Nick cheated on her, citing a trip Nick went on in June 2024. While her mom was dying of cancer, Nick chose to go to TwitchCon Amsterdam and yuck it up with other soulless streamers. When he returned home, she claims to have found suspicious photos and messages between Nick and another woman.
Damn, your wife's mother is dying, and you're gonna do that shit? Damn, I wonder how long they phoned they were done with the relationship before they actually got divorced. Would be my question. Only because if part of it was a green card marriage, which I don't know why they'd admit that, because I feel like that would invalidate it. They might have had to stay together longer, just because you can't just dip out. You can't just be like, okay, goodbye. It kind of doesn't work like that. Yeah, you can't really just dip out of the relationship.
Even if this is false, Nick is technically committing adultery right now. He lives in Texas, a state that does not recognize separation dates during a divorce, meaning he's not legally considered single until it's finalized. This could be why he got so pissed at Yeet showing the Discord message.
Oh, maybe.
As he's trying to play off his relationship with Kachi as non-serious.
Why do these guys cheat on their wives when their mom has cancer? It's probably just because their mom won't fuck them, I don't know, dude. They're fucking assholes. I have no fucking idea. Can't answer that question, brother.
Like you need bugs, am I?
No, that would be crazy. It's not that intense.
Okay.
No way.
60 seconds. I'm good at 60 seconds.
Yeah. Yes. 30 sometimes.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You know what? At least you get the job done.
Do I?
For you.
Damn. Bro, let's keep it a stack here, guys. I'm trying new lingo. I'm married to a thick white woman, so I feel like I could jive. Anyway, getting a little weird. I feel like 30 seconds is a compliment. Right? Like if you get down there and you finish after 30 seconds, is that not a compliment? Wow, that shit was so good. I could not stop myself from coming inside of you. That's a compliment. So, kind of feel like it's just something to think about. You guys should think about it. That's all I'm saying is girls love it when you finish too fast.
I'm glad you guys are happy and in love.
Yeah, we're just friends.
Excuse me. I mean, because friends can be in love with each other.
God damn it, Emily. You just had to fuck it up. Now Nick is gonna get financially butt-fucked in court. And yes, this does all matter, as Nick has apparently been spending money on gambling, trips, and luxury items for Kachi. Instead of giving Malena...
I'm on your own here, bro. You don't have a girlfriend. Shut the fuck up. I'm on my own here. You must not have a wife. Okay? Women find it very nice when you finish too quickly. They like it, okay? Some would say they love it. Not me. Well, the thing is like sometimes normally you have to not finish that fast, or else it just becomes like a burden. But you understand my point.
What he owes her, Nick would rather bet it all on black and waste money on a $14,000 Chanel bag.
Was that racist? Wait, what the hell?
Do I deserve this?
Does this mean Kachi's Chanel bag actually belongs to Malena?
Damn.
This guy is so raped.
Okay, relax.
Possibly due to how damning these claims are, Nick would request that these documents be sealed.
Bro, you guys are fucking single. Stop talking to me like you know anything. Shut up, dude. You guys are all single. Okay? None of you guys have girlfriends. You don't understand the profound compliment it is to finish FS because you guys are nerds. You guys are big old loser nerds, dude. I'm sorry, that's your fucking problem, not mine.
Though this failed, it signaled to many that.
Does she also say that sizes doesn't matter, bro? You don't even understand anything. Okay, like what kind of sizes? It does matter. Why would you want it to be too big? It's just gonna hurt then. All it does is hurt. You want one that's so big it hurts? Have you tried to take one that's really big? It hurts. I wouldn't know that, but like that's a reason why. You know, it's better off having one that you can fit in many locks. Okay.
Nick was trying to cover things up, and streamers like XQC even theorized that the subreddit LSF was deleting posts on the subject to save his reputation.
Damn.
Where was Stale 2000 when we needed him? Now, if Malena.
True, what is that guy? The fuck's he doing now?
His accusations are true, then there's a shit ton of foreshadowing in their older content. The two would constantly joke about Nick being abusive, which he always tries to shrug off.
Is NMP toxic?
Yeah, he is. He's really
you
toxic.
are toxic. Yeah, that's it. That's karma. I treat you with the most ultimate respect of any guy who would treat their girlfriend.
Well, they probably should. You guys are together. It's kind of like the default, no?
I treat you with the utmost respect. I call you a princess. You know, I consider your feelings.
I mean, listen, I can't judge too much because, like, I've been in like toxic relationships where both of us are shitty to each other. So it's one of those things where it's like, when you're not in love, it's very bad. You know, I'm a very fortunate guy to be in love with my wife.
I haven't seen Nick address much of this publicly, though he did allude to his marriage ending due to an Adderall addiction.
I truly think Adderall is probably one of the worst things that ever.
Adderall?
Yes and no.
Listen,
I mean, I'm sure it's not great, but really, Adderall? That's the one that's not bad. Like the fuck. There's people doing fucking hard drugs out there. You know, this kid's dying in the streets, and you're like, yeah, my fucking Adderall's crazy.
Streaming world, it's bad. Yeah.
I think Adderall might have cost me my marriage. Just keep it 100%.
Oh yeah.
In the streaming world, what the fuck does that even? Dude, shut up. You guys are fucking doofuses. What the fuck?
Like people who use Adderall, their personality changes.
Nick has barely streamed over the past year, probably so half the revenue he makes doesn't go to Malena. Though honestly, this guy should follow through with streaming the divorce.
What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Adderall? I mean, I'm sure it's not great, but it's like guys have an ice cream addiction, you know? Ruined my marriage. I know it's worse than that, but that's fucking ridiculous to me.
Trial itself. Now that would be great content.
You know what we really should have done? Instead of actually paying all these lawyer fees, like we should have just had like a kind of like a mock trial situation, you know, where it's like this whole thing is like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation, and then we can just stream it.
Nick should live stream him.
That is so terminally online. Holy fuck.
Himself, silently splitting up his Pokemon card collection of Malena. And yes, that's actually supposed to happen. Malena made sure.
Well, yeah, that's a valuable thing, so of course.
To call dibs on their $11,000 golden Charizard card. It seems like the divorce is wrapping up, though if you want future updates, go watch Henry Resilience coverage.
Not really that interested in their messy divorce. It's a little too online for me. Just to be clear.
I'm surprised I haven't seen many other people cover this story. Well,
because it's just like, it's kind of weird. Like, in my opinion, it's kind of strange. Like, to cover somebody's fucking divorce story is just it's not the vibe, you know? It's like, they're getting divorced. I don't need to give my opinion on it constantly, you know?
Besides Tectone, of course.
Whoa.
He just had to barge in and defend Nick, doing it as a form of projection.
He's like, hey, girls do be bad. What?
Due to his own legal troubles.
Guys, I'm going to say a hot take.
Guys, hot take. All girls are wrong. It's great.
I am. I'm going to say a hot take. I think Malena treated Nick like shit.
Oh, crazy.
I do. I am genuinely someone in the side of, I think Nick was actually too good for Malena.
It's crazy. I think this guy needs to like blow his nose before he talks again. Personally, it's just like, isn't it boring to just be the guy that tries to say provocative shit for attention? Like, it's boring. You're like a TikTok girl. You're like someone. You're like a 14-year-old on TikTok saying that you're non-binary when you're not necessarily non-binary. You know, you're just looking for attention. I'm not saying non-binary doesn't exist. I'm just saying you're an attention whore. You're a whore. You know, and it's like kind of embarrassing for you because you don't actually care about what you're saying or mean anything that you're saying. You're just looking for attention. That's it. You're just like, oh man, Guys, can someone give me some attention, please? It's kind of pathetic, don't you think?
And this is a take why LSF hates my ass. I think Malena was a vile, bitter, cruel, disgusting person.
Disgusting.
I do.
Rapist. he's the guy he raped his ex-girlfriend. He's saying that, so that's crazy.
I genuinely do. And I say this every time, and every time I say this, it gets put on LSF, and they get so upset, and they say, this is the guy saying it. I don't care. I've never had anybody be worse to me than Malena, because she's...
Well, I mean, you raped your ex-girlfriend, so I feel like there's a particular type of person that you are, and she obviously could see through that, so that would make sense why she wouldn't like you very much and she treated you poorly.
Very pro-woman. Damn, and it's crazy how the internet is so against NMP that they actually think that she deserves all that money and Nick doesn't deserve any of it. I can't...
Well, they were married. They were together for like his entire career, so obviously she deserves half of the money. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell you how stupid of a fucking take that is.
Would happen to believe all victims, Tectone? Or do you have a financial incentive to shit on her, instead of the other way around like with Rich?
Pretty much.
In October 2025, during that year's TwitchCon, an incident occurred where the streamer Emiru was sexually assaulted. A deranged individual went up to her meet and greet and grabbed her, while also attempting to kiss her. Emiru's personal security did intervene, but the assailant did get away, and the only punishment Twitch gave the guy was a 30-day ban from the platform. This
is fucking crazy, dude.
Obviously caused a lot of backlash for Twitch, whose security was about as effective as a drunk homeless guy you'd see tweaking out in the street. No criminal...
That was oddly specific, but thank you.
Charges were filed, though Twitch did end up making his ban permanent. Thanks, Dan Clancy.
Yeah, it's crazy they have to complain about that in order to get that passed. You know, that should have kind of been default, but okay.
Emiru would make 2 streams on the topic, though her second one became more notable due to her discussion of another individual harassing her, Mizkif. She reveals that the two of them dated for a couple of years behind the scenes.
Not Mizkif. That guy's he's a good guy, I heard. From somebody, I don't know.
Beginning in January 2022, right as she joined OTK. She originally moved in with him the month prior, as she has been dealing with some crazy stalkers, believing that she would be safer with Mizkif, but the relationship soon became toxic, which Mizkif agrees with, though he denies some...
Maybe that's why he got with her, because she's afraid of stalkers, so he figures that she's some kind of, she's vulnerable in some capacity, so he could take advantage of her. Which I'm not saying happened, I'm just saying that her allegations of stalking and abuse are just very credible. That's all I'm saying, dude.
Some of Emmy's more serious claims. Mizkif's response came a day later, and I'm gonna go over both of them at the same time to give you a proper timeline. The full videos will be in the description below. In her stream, Emiru claims that Mizkif would become more controlling over the course of their relationship, and would even throw objects at her in frustration.
He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruise very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know,
yeah, but guys, did you hear that she threw a stuffed animal at her at him? So kind of the same, you know.
It scared me. I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye. But he always...
Oh yeah, Emiru. Well, do you support ICE? You know what I'm saying? What's your take on ICE?
You know, it was like, oh, it's an accident,
right, chat?
And I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident.
Though Mizkif denies this.
She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear.
I would just do that when I wasn't angry. So imagine what I do when I was angry. Am I right?
It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth.
Oh.
She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat.
Thanks, man.
I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed.
Whoa!
I don't know what normal person throws their phone across the room, but I guess Mizkif is rich enough to replace it when it breaks for the 5th time that month. Mizkif's behavior got worse following the Adriana Lee situation, as his mental health declined, even having intrusive thoughts of wanting to end himself.
Whoa, chat, is that true? Do we think that's true, or do you think that's just him weaponizing mental health? I don't know.
Emmy would be there for him, even defending Mizkif's character during the drama, which drew some criticism. Many speculated that the two of them were together by this point, with Miz having to deny time and time again that they were dating. Behind
Why don't you just tell people?
the scenes, Miz was incredibly controlling over the content she'd produce, with leaked messages from 2023 showing that he'd nitpick what she was wearing, thinking it'll attract potential stalkers. He also forced her to stream at certain times, not wanting her to eclipse his viewer numbers. Though during an OTK event involving the game Rust, the two would stream at the same time. Miz was pissed that she had more viewers, and ended his stream early due to his rage.
I could just get off and go live when I take a nap or something. Because I'm honestly fucking tired, chat. I'll be honest.
Chad, I'm tired. I don't want my girlfriend beating me out, dude.
I'm pretty tired. Alright, chat. I'll see you guys later. I will see you guys probably tonight, if not tomorrow. I might just do a long stream tonight, because, I mean, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I might just wake up at like 11 and do it. I just need a nap. I'm fucking zooted out of my mind.
Once his stream ended, Miz would DM Emiru.
You guys remember when she played World of Warcraft better than him, and he got really upset about that? That's my favorite one.
Saying he wanted to off himself, and he can be heard in the background of her stream slamming doors. Emmy even claimed that Miz broke the front door.
Why are we all acting like we haven't murdered? Like we haven't pillaged?
It's just so pathetic that this grown-ass man is throwing temper tantrums over his girlfriend getting 5,000 more viewers than him. Imagine being this
You think you'd want to be happy for her, huh?
egotistical. But this wasn't the end of it, as Mizkif would not only destroy doors, but also punch holes in walls and decimate furniture. This dude was raging out like he had to fight the hammer. His aggression got so bad that Emmy claimed she had to hide in her room during an argument, in which Mizkif stood outside her door and screamed at her. Mizkif's response to all of this was to claim Emmy was also violent, though his
Yup, she threw the stuffed animal. It's actually terrifying shit, you know?
example is her throwing plushies at him.
It's terrible, dude. That's fucking terrible.
Ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
I've never seen Emiru so happy. Good job failing, Miz.
Yes, Mizkif. Getting Kirby plushies thrown at you is just
Well, those ones have guns, dude, so maybe he's valid.
as bad as chucking phones at your girlfriend's face and punching the walls down because she's better at streaming than you. Apparently, that's enough for Mizkif to take his own life, though he shows that Emmy said something similar.
I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument,
Wow,
but Emmy
that's
did this
terrible.
as well
Don't do that.
numerous times.
Whoa.
She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening.
Oh, no. So, like, you shouldn't take your life or anything. That's not what I'm saying. Oh, no, too. It's like, so she's, like, really stressed because somebody showed up at her house and she feels violated. So she says something that she shouldn't say. And I'm supposed to, be like, oh, that's so bad. You know, what a bad person. Well, nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
I mean, yeah, a stalker came to her house. She probably felt like shit. The reason why you wanted to end it all is because she's better at playing Super Mario.
Why are your settings like this? These aren't even the default settings.
That makes it so much worse. It makes it worse because like that means that he specifically changed his settings and they ended up being worse. So he's like, okay, I want to be a pro at Super Mario and try speedrunning or whatever because I can see they're trying to do a glitch. All right, I'm gonna change my controls and they're just bad. You know what I mean? Like that's embarrassing for you. It's that is unironically embarrassing. You know, if you were somebody that thought you were like really cool, you know, if you thought that you're, I'm a really good gamer guy, let me change my settings to something really bad. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Now, if I did it, I wouldn't care because it's like, oh, well, I'm a fucking idiot. But you know, he prides himself on not being a fucking idiot, which is weird because he is.
And I'm not exaggerating any of this. It's proven that Mizkif gets super upset at his partners being better at streaming than him. This even came up in an old stream he did with his previous ex, Maya Higa.
Oh,
I'm not kidding you, chat. I used to legitimately get fucking pissed because I'm like, are you fucking serious? I brought this bitch into the world, and now all of a sudden she's fucking growing faster than I was. Because I was going like this, and she was going like this. And I'm like, what the hell is this crap? What is going on here? It's the fucking Babsity effect. So I was pissed. I'm like,
The fact
you were such a pussy.
The fact that you can say that and feel like it's okay that you felt that way and just be like, yeah, I was like that. Like that is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like listen, I understand the ego of being frustrated, but he gets so worked up about it. It's fucking crazy. I mean, that's really the problem. He gets so fucking insanely worked up about it. It's not like, yeah, it kind of sucks. I've been working out this longer, and she comes in and she's able to, you know, do X, Y, Z. That's fine to feel that way, but he gets like fucking angry. He breaks shit. So,
Is it bad? Yes. And guess what? I don't care anymore.
That's bad.
But I don't care anymore.
well, that's so beautiful that he's confident in his rage.
And I stopped caring.
He's
Damn.
okay as long as I never have more viewers than him. If I ever surpassed him in viewership, which will never happen.
Oh, she'd be done. I'd pull the plug.
He could not take it. He could not.
I'd pull the plug.
That's crazy. That's insane. Jesus Christ.
Which I kind of understand.
Chat, it's like if she beats me in Mario 64. That's literally what it'd be like if she has more viewers. It would feel like she 2-0'd me, and I would just not have that.
Emiru claims that while the two of them were driving together, Mizkif got pissed and started going 150 miles per hour, threatening to kill both of them.
Like, if we were driving in the car together, he would be going, like, 150 miles an hour, and, like, one time he even said, like, well, now we're both gonna die.
Damn.
Like, threatening to kill both of us.
And get this, the reason why he got so mad is because he wasn't invited to a Mr. Beast video.
We were just...
Damn, dude, me neither. You know what I'm saying? Me neither. Mr. Beast ghosted me. So, you know what? We're in the same boat, Mizkif.
getting food, and he was on his phone, and he saw that Mr. Beast had put out a video, and Mr. Beast had invited another streamer, and he was like, oh, Mr. Beast invited this guy to his video, not me. And I was like, oh, well, you know, like, huh, yeah, I guess so. Which led to him going 150 miles per hour in the car and talking about killing himself while doing it.
That's crazy, dude. You know, I might now. Here's the thing. Maybe I would be depressed by that too. I would just turn to my other cope, eating. Some way that's a very healthy one. That's a very healthy cope. But you know, some say that. I don't know who, but the right people say that.
Yeah, this guy got pissed because Ludwig and Moist Critical got to be in the Mr. Beast torture chamber and not him. And I completely believe this story, by the way. Maya described a similar thing happening between her and a previous partner back in 2022.
There's something about being trapped in a car with an angry, aggro man that is like the absolute most helpless thing. Dude, I did a guy that would go like 100 miles an hour on the, like we would fight in the car, which was never my decision. Like it just always like happened. Like we just would like fight in the car and then he'd go like 100 and I would like literally like beg him to slow down. I'd be so scared and I'd cry and then he would not slow down until I apologized.
Though Mizkif
That's fucking crazy. That's insane, bro. What the fuck?
denies Emmy's story and claims he always drives over 100 miles per hour.
If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere.
Great defense. If you know me, I put people's lives in danger every day. Oh, wow, dude, great.
I'm in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time. I don't even remember what situation she was talking about.
Why does this guy need to drive so fast? Is he powering up the flux capacitor so he can go back in time and fix his haircut?
What does that mean, bro? What does that mean? What the fuck does that even mean, my dude? Okay.
His rage was probably so bad because he started taking steroids. Something
That's probably true. It seems like him and Tectone were abusing steroids.
he admitted to in his Twitch chats. This side of him has slipped out a couple of times on stream, though most fans pass it off as goofy bits he does to entertain his audience.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past 2 days.
Oh my
Me when I get you Starbucks? What?
god.
That was
Throw it back. Throw it back.
Better be.
Damn, she ran some heavy defense for him doing that. Saying that's not funny makes it seem like he was just trying to make a joke, but he seems like he's actually fucking irritated about it. But that gives him at least like a slight cover. You know, it's interesting that people, I don't know if they knew that he was doing some fucked up shit, or if they just thought he was, I don't know, they just thought he was trying to do it. I don't know. Maybe they were just making that comment. That's just what they say, but that gives him like almost an out. Like, oh yeah, I was just trying to be funny in that moment. Like after he calms down, you know?
That is not. Welcome
Whoa.
to boy haircuts. They go,
What the hell?
that's what they do.
In February 2024, Mitch Jones accused Mizkif of physically assaulting him, showing security footage from a neighbor's camera.
This one seemed valid, from what I remember.
Now, we only showed footage of the aftermath, so there.
I know a flux capacitor is a Back to the Future reference. Okay, I get it. I understand that. Doesn't make it not cringe. What the fuck?
Seems to be a lot of removed context, but I'll let you judge for yourself.
The fuck? How do I get up there?
Trash! Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You can listen to yourself, you're drunk and on cocaine. I tried to talk to you with a friend, you're treating me like shit. You figured you're gonna kill myself. And all you can say is fuck you.
Damn.
And all you can do is say fuck you. You think you're treating me like shit.
Damn. How the fuck do I get up
You
here?
said, come on. You pulled me out of the car, you said let go. You can't say let's go.
Many sided with Mizkif though, as Mitch really does have a punchable face. Mitch also could have possibly started the altercation, but this and these other mentioned incidents show that Mizkif can sometimes be an aggressive person. But that's not the biggest allegation Emiru made towards Mizkif, as during the latter half of her stream, she accuses him of sexual assault. Damn. In 2024, she'd moved.
Yeah, right. Like they were, they were. I don't know if they were patching up to get back together with each other, but it was like they were trying to talk it out, and then he got excited about her crying or something, and then fucking went for it.
Out of his house, though they still had an on-again, off-again relationship. They officially broke up in January 2025, though a week later, Mizkif wanted closure. Emmy invited him over to her new house to talk about the relationship, with things quickly getting emotional. She started crying, so Mizkif hugged and comforted her. Emmy claims this made her uncomfortable, but Mizkif decided to take things a step further by shoving his hand down her pants and kissing her.
And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like.
Okay.
And,
Sorry, it's like a cat. It just got me a little bit.
instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without, checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or like, you know, making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but like, I just felt this pressure, like I had to try to keep things together, if that makes sense.
Now, while Mizkif claims this did happen, he adds that they had gotten back together again, and she consented to the kiss.
I got scared.
Well, you know, Mizkif is such a trustworthy guy. Let's just take his word for it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, oh yeah, Mizkif. Yeah, I trust you, bud. I trust you.
And left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress.
Now, whether this is sexual assault or not is up to interpretation.
I mean, even in her own story, it doesn't seem like he was trying to be like an active threat. It just more shows like a sense of entitlement and a boundary issue and an inability to actually understand what's going on around him. But, you know, it's hard to have charity for this person, you know, based on the way that he's like consistently acting.
It depends on if there was implied consent, which doesn't seem likely based on Emiru's side of things. During an emotional discussion, I don't think most people would have the instinct.
Why go into the conversation about implied consent at this point? He might have picked up on something that he considered implied consent, which is probably true. But again, he seems to, I don't know, or maybe he was pushing the boundaries and seeing how far he could go and to get away with it. I don't really know. It's kind of, I guess we'll never know.
Grab him by the Emiru didn't immediately cut contact with him after this, so Miz would spam her with DMs, complaining about her being in the same World of Warcraft class. Her final straw was when he started shit-talking other OTK members, so she completely cut him off from that point forward. Mizkif started panicking and began DMing her more, attempting to contact her 40
What was he saying? Was he talking shit about some of the bad ones, you know?
times. Emmy showed evidence of this during her stream, though Miz claims some of these messages were about OTK related stuff. and not desperate attempts to get back together with her. His inner Elliot Rodger does come out during these messages, showing that he clearly hasn't moved on from her. Emmy
Fucking Elliot Rodger's crazy, brother. Jesus Christ.
even discovered that one of these DMs was written using ChatGPT, so he
Damn, who would have thought, dude? That's so fucking lazy, bro. You couldn't even sit down and write write something yourself.
couldn't even bother writing out his own retarded schizo message. The last time they saw each other in person was a few months after the breakup. Emmy was attending a party at the streamer Simply's house, hanging out with NMPLOL and Kachi. She claims that Mizkif was also at this party, and felt as if he was following her around. At one point, they went upstairs, and Mizkif walked in the room, before awkwardly leaving when he saw other people in there.
They, as a group, went upstairs first without me, but it took me a bit longer to, get up there, because someone, like, stopped me and was talking to me. And I did feel like, I mean, he was, like, standing pretty close to that person. I felt like he was watching me, but again, I thought I was just being paranoid.
I wouldn't doubt it. I didn't put a marker here, fuck.
But, I went upstairs, I was hanging out with Nick and Kachi and, you know, our other friends, and then about 30 minutes later, the room that we're in, the door opens. It's Miz. He opens the door,
I'd be cool if the Miz visited me, dude.
makes
Isn't it crazy? They have there's like a play that's about the Miz. It's called A Miz. It's a WWF or WWE play because he joined in obviously when it wasn't WWF yet, or it was WWE at that point, right? So that's kind of cool. My wife and I were thinking of seeing it, so I'm kind of excited.
eye contact with me, goes, ooh, and then closes the door and leaves. And I was like, what the fuck? But again, I was still trying my best to, you know, give the benefit of the doubt, like, you know, maybe it's just like an awkward situation or something. But a couple months later, the person that he was hanging out with that night reached out to me privately and was apologizing. And I was like, why? And they're like, I just felt like I had to apologize to you because I felt so bad and so embarrassed of what was going on. Like, yes, he wanted to see what you were doing. He was saying, like, I want to go see what's upstairs, and he was checking every room, and then after he opened...
It's weird. I mean, I understand them showing up to a similar, like, a game, like streamer party or whatever. But at that point, you gotta just fucking avoid the fuck out of your ex that you've been stalking like a creep.
In the room that you were in with Nick.
Because I understand why. It seems like he was stalking her. Because he didn't want her to, like, say something that would be damaging to his career. I mean, I guess you shouldn't have done something damaging to your career, but, you know, I feel like it's probably more damaging to your career to stalk somebody than whatever than to try to get them to stop talking about something they were not even talking about.
Nick, he closed the door and started laughing, and then he just wanted to talk about, you know, how you guys broke up for the next, like, however many hours of the night.
Though Mizkif denied following her, and described the incident as an awkward moment, other friends of Mizkif would relay information to Emmy, claiming that he wanted to get back together with her and one day get married, yet he portrays it as the other way around. Personally, I believe Emmy on this one, as no normal person should be simping this hard in the DMs, let alone an egotistical streamer. After a while, he'd stop sending these messages, thinking she'd eventually expose his degenerate behavior. So, he began threatening her friends, claiming—
Makes sense. What happens if somebody if somebody doesn't like you for being like a bad person, what you need to do is be more of a bad person. And that's usually how you satisfy that issue.
He'd create a smear campaign against Emiru in retaliation. The reason why Emmy made the stream was because at TwitchCon that year, he threatened one of her employees in person, saying that he would publicize allegations of Emiru neglecting her pet rabbits.
At TwitchCon,
Not the rabbit. What the fuck?
he approached one of my employees, threatening them and saying if I ever talked about him, he would destroy me. Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits
Me personally, I just pay people to kill animals for me, you know? That's where I get my chicken from. Costco!
passed away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him.
And I guess Mizkif must have ignored this part, or he had AI summarize this video for him, because he completely gives the game away in his response. He says that Emmy wouldn't feed her rabbits, and let them outside in the hot sun so she could play League of Legends all day. While describing these serious claims, This fucking idiot left TTS on.
Emiru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks.
Why didn't you just feed him? I don't understand. I think he ended up taking a picture of her. I think he ended up taking a picture of the fucking rabbit cage because she just like left it there. Because I forget why. I don't remember why, but she had just like left it there apparently. So it didn't even really matter.
I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible.
Why wouldn't they clean them? Isn't that kind of their job? Wouldn't you pay them to do that?
And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you."
Now, Miz does have
Shut up.
Evidence for this, showing videos his brother recorded of the cages. He claims these are mites inside of the cages, but I can't say for certain. If Emmy did abuse these rabbits, then yeah, that's bad.
Well, we can neglect, right? But like also rabbits don't do very well with loud noises that Mizkif loved to make when he was breaking stuff and throwing temper tantrums, you know? So that's a thing. Also, again, it seems like the story is that she had like left the cage there. She just moved out and left with. I think it was because I don't remember exactly, but I think it was because the rabbits were gay. No, because they outgrew the cage. I think. So she's like, I'm just gonna leave it here. I don't care. I don't want to get out of there. But yeah, I mean, I guess whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to believe, I suppose.
But Mizkif is acting like he didn't live with her and couldn't do anything about it. If you're telling me this guy saw Watership Down being recreated in his house and he just ignored it, he just let it go, not his fucking problem?
I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house.
You guys eat them or something? Or?
My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me.
Whoa.
In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting."
Following Mizkif's terrible response, OTK announced that he was no longer part of the organization, though they claim he was kicked some time ago. Possibly this could have been due to Mizkif shit-talking other members behind the scenes, who knows. Asmongold, who had left OTK the year prior due to his inflammatory Gaza comments, began relentlessly...
Yeah, then after that he just decided to basically keep making those inflammatory comments. Isn't that incredible?
...shitting on Mizkif, fully believing Emiru's side of the story. Adriana Lee even commented on it all, using it to validate the claims that Mizkif covered up her assault, just like what he allegedly did to Emiru. Obviously, most were against Miz by this point.
I have dozens of...
I mean, he got like so many different things against him, and I wouldn't doubt it that he was trying to cover shit up.
Photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days, of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on.
Wow.
Because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild.
Instead, Mizkif...
This is time to go buck wild. This is crazy.
...decided to file...
I mean, he's a fucking millionaire. That's probably never going to be able to get back on. Because I don't really think that there's anything particularly interesting about him. He's not very good at video games. He's not very smart. He's not very entertaining, in my opinion. He's just like a frat boy that was able to exist in frat boy era, so he's kind of, that's it. I don't think that he doesn't have a private, or excuse me, he doesn't have like a public presence in any meaningful capacity. So like I don't see him building one.
Defamation lawsuit against Emiru, Asmongold, OTK, and Mythic Talent.
Damn.
A creator management company Miz owes nearly $1 million to. As of recently, the lawsuit doesn't seem to be going well for Mizkif, with Asmongold filing a motion to dismiss based on the fact that he criticized Mizkif for things he outright admitted to. You know, that he's a violent guy who poorly treated Emiru during their relationship. Though surprisingly, he's managed to find more Asian girls to hang out with. So hopefully the cycle doesn't repeat itself in the near
Gotta go to Thailand, go east!
Future.
Go east!
No! Harry, no! Don't look at the light! I can't help it. It's so beautiful!
Whoa.
Hilariously, Mizkif claimed in his response that he's going full demon time. He's gonna bring down the streamer's space, and expose all of his haters for who they truly are.
Expose everything, bro. It's time to go full demon time.
I'm time to go full demon time. I'm about to throw some allegations against people that do not care about being a good person. Like Asmongold, Tectone, like nobody, you know what I mean? Like nobody. These people are degenerate pieces of shit, but nobody cares.
It's clearly obvious at this point. It's full demon time. Why not?
Whoa,
it is time to go full demon time. Just letting you know, there is no holding back. Who cares anymore? I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known. I'm gay. And it is time to go full demon time.
I just said I'm gay. Like, what the fuck?
Let's watch the world burn.
And then he didn't say anything else, despite apparently having dirt on all these big creators he knew. There could be women being abused by an OTK member, and he'd rather wait to expose them when it's convenient for him. What a good guy Mizkif is. It took until January for him to finally go full demon time. First, going after the YouTuber Turkey Tom for allegations being made against him by 2 previous exes, most serious of which being sexual assault and making non-consensual recordings. It's very clear.
What, did he go in on Turkey Tom?
He only went after Tom for making a documentary on him, doing it out of pure spite.
These are the kind of people that attack me a lot. Turkey Tom made a video called Mizkif has nowhere left to go.
I think we watched that too. I think I was playing Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why I remember that.
Where it had 1.3 million views. I don't even know what this video was about. I'm assuming you guys probably watched it. And this video, I'm assuming, is probably saying that basically I am wrong. I did everything wrong, and therefore I deserve to not have anywhere to go.
I mean, is he wrong?
This is the guy that attacked me. He's a guy that has worse allegations than me. Has way, like, he hits.
I like how he says allegations. Like he knows he can't just say it's a fact or anything. Like, yeah, they're allegations. They were also bullshit, so.
Women apparently, allegedly, he records their sexual encounters. This guy's a monster.
And then Tom made a
monster
video reading off his text exchanges with these girls, showing that they lied about nearly everything. Mizkif never bothered to update the story, showing that he doesn't care about reporting the truth, despite stating otherwise in the same stream. Maybe he's just jealous of Tom's BWC.
Maybe, dude. Maybe. That's what we all learned, I guess. He has a big old wiener.
Need that big white cock. Big white cock addiction. A big white cock. Big white cock.
Do you think that do you think that Rob has a folder and he's just gonna constantly fucking rail that off every single time? Just gonna constantly rail off a big white cock like every single fucking I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it. Just keep that one in the backlog, buddy. You know, to throw off there whenever you need to.
Big white dick. Big white cock. Big white.
The lesson here is, never date a girl with BPD. You would be absolutely retarded if you did that shit.
Rob, knock some sense into Tom.
Tom, you're retarded. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's
Despite Mizkif failing to go after Tom, he did have some aces up his sleeve, giving him some W's when it came to exposing both Lakari and Tectone. While not officially signing with OTK, Lakari has collaborated with the group on numerous occasions. He's befriended many of its members through his high-energy gaming streams, garnering him a large audience. Though things weren't all sunshine and rainbows, as Lakari is what I can only consider a gigagooner, a man whose depraved sexual proclivity.
A gigagooner? This guy was looking at CSAM, dude. That's not gooning, dude. You're giving us gooners a bad name. You're a gooner too, bro. Actually, I fucking know that. I remember your shit, dude. You can't hide what's inside, dude. I know you're a fucking gooner too.
These were an open secret to many online. This guy is so horny that he'd go on VR chats and start choking the chicken, even doing so on stream.
What is wrong with you?
I love the laugh, dude. I don't think I know a single black person that doesn't laugh like that. Sorry.
I made him come.
This was such a known thing that Tectone was told a story about this, and his chat easily suspected it was Lakari.
We were all partying, and someone like had their head up to the sky, and then they were panting in their mic.
They must
really
have been
loud.
the absolute scum of the fucking earth to possibly do that.
Yeah, they just started jerking off in front of everybody. They just did not care. Lakari. How'd you guys know? What the fuck?
For several years, Lakari was building what I can only describe as the Ark of the Covenant for hentai. In April 2025, a friend of his, going by Hentai Lord, revealed that Lakari was the first customer of his hentai business. This guy would illegally...
His hentai business? What does that even mean, bro? What is a fucking... What is a hentai business? That seems a little excessive.
Share explicit content through
You stripped his melanin, he's not black anymore? That's fucking crazy, brother. God bless you. God bless you.
a mega folder and sell it to the worst of the worst gooners.
You know who's my first customer?
Who? Who?
He's a streamer.
Oh my god, Leak!
You might know him. Well, people mid-chat might know him.
Whoa.
Who?
Lakari.
You know who Lakari is?
The black dude!
There you go.
There you go. You got them all. Just the black dude.
Oh my god, he is your first customer?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Why would you buy? I don't get it. I don't understand why you would buy that shit. You think Lakari has like legitimate, like life-size fucking the Gooner dolls or something?
Wait, are you allowed to leak that?
We've been friends for a long time.
Lakari
That's crazy.
previously dated a Twitch streamer and OnlyFans model named Kyuko. And during a stream from 2022, she joked about Lakari being a fake degenerate. In order to disprove these slanderous allegations,
Well, I mean, he turned out he was jorking at the CSAM. What I find interesting, though, is like I kind of feel bad for OnlyFans girls. Only because, like, I don't necessarily think doing I don't think OnlyFans makes doing. I do not think that doing OnlyFans makes you a bad person, and I don't think that it makes you unable to like be with somebody. Although I'm sure that it does something to your psyche. But I would imagine the only guys that would be interested in being with an OnlyFans girl are weird as shit. Like that's the biggest thing. I feel like they would be so fucking weird. You know? That's probably your biggest struggle. It's not necessarily that you're bad. It's just that the only guy that would want to be with you are fucking weirdos.
he revealed the existence of these hentai folders to his audience. Kyuko also describes watching the show NTR together, which, mind you, is a show that revolves around sexual relationships between teenagers.
We did end up
Why? The hell?
watching hentai together, though.
Why?
That was kind of cool. And then we critiqued which parts was our favorite. And you know what was really interesting? The hentai he picked was he watches NTR.
I'll take your
I don't. What are you fucking talking about? That's not even the part I liked. That's not even the part I liked. That's not even the part I liked.
This is the girl that he gooned hentai with together. So, he definitely knows. Oh, okay. She's probably a fucking weirdo then too. That's crazy.
That's not the part I liked. You're fucking. I can't believe you right now.
What the hell is he even playing?
That's not even the part I liked.
I can't even remember the name of it.
There were like fucking 5 different scenes, and that wasn't even the part I liked.
Okay.
No, all of them were NTR related. The first one was about how like some girl and guy got captured by another couple, and the boyfriend had to watch the girl eat another girl out, and the other girl was like eating her out.
Though according to Kyuko nowadays, she was unaware of how truly depraved this man was. On January 22nd of this year, Lakari would have what I can only describe as a Vosh moment. On stream,
what the fuck?
He accidentally opens up his Notes app, which contains a suspicious link.
Let me at least add way to the list of champions that I like.
Now this link Lakari had on his computer led to various different files, most of which have titles related to some of the most depraved shit in the world. This isn't Lakari being some goofy gooner. This is stuff that should get you thrown in prison if Big Dick Randy.
Well, that's not according to his friend Tectone, and I think even Asmongold, they just said that he was, well, I know Tectone said he's just a gooner, and he doesn't want to look into anything. It's so interesting that when people don't want to actually know what the allegations are, they just refuse to look into it and educate themselves.
Con teens, Asian teen pussy pop,
okay,
girls and animals porn,
wow.
Barnyard fuck for a horny young couple,
wow.
Jailbait teen couple fucking hardcore, and worst of all, real family nudism. If you don't understand why...
Wow. Well, you know, I never knew the specifics. I really wish you didn't explain it to me. But yeah, family nudism. Okay. You know what? What, dude? What the fuck is that? Does this guy go to like fucking nudist beaches and just hang out? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that, dude?
Why that one's so bad? It usually involves...
Oh, right. Asmongold said he wasn't going to give an opinion, I think. I think that was his thing. He's like, I'm not going to have an opinion because I have a lawsuit going on or something. It's stupid, but okay.
Kids. This user on LSF explains it pretty well. It's long served as a gray zone because of the way CSAM laws are hinged on any material needing to be explicit. And there's certain...
Did he condemn it? I don't know. Maybe he did. Did he condemn it, or did he say, hey, that would be bad if it's true? I have no idea. Maybe you're right.
Legal precedent for certain depictions not being explicit. See the Nevermind, baby. More often than not, these sites are run by and used by pedophiles under this false precedent, and then taken down whenever the owners are caught with the no gray zone stuff. This isn't a situation that degenerate lolicons on Twitter can defend. We're talking about real children. Children that Lakari...
Who does this remind you of?
Lakari apparently jerks off to. He even knows it's bad, as he tells people later on to not look at it.
1711 files on that link is crazy. Gonna check that out like okay.
Don't check it out.
Though he initially tried to sweep this up by exiting off that NoteSat page and putting it back on screen, which convinced absolutely nobody.
I have no idea why.
That's fucking insane.
Why the fuck that was there, I'm gonna be honest.
Now, instead of doing what Vosh did by deleting the stream and quitting for the day, Lakari decided to start an entirely new stream.
And he just powered through it, dude. He just powered through it.
Continuing to broadcast for another 6.5 hours. It's fascinating to watch because you get to see this guy go through the 5 stages of grief. First being denial, he claims that nothing bad has happened.
Nothing happened! Stop, please! Stop! Stop it! Stop! Holy
Ari, what's up, brother? Actually watched you play,
happened. Dude, I don't use this PC for that.
He then gets angry at his...
Why don't you just use your phone? I don't know. Like, what you listen, if you're going to be, I mean, this guy shouldn't be looking at CCM, that's fucking disgusting. But if you're going to, have a different computer for it. I mean, again, it's a good thing that these people are so stupid because they deserve to get caught, you know? But Jesus Christ.
Chatters for bringing it up and comparing him to Diddy. So he yells at his mods to ban them.
God fucking damn it, mods. Delete it all! You're not doing yourself any favors. That's the same shit!
I don't know, you don't just use your phone. But I guess if you're downloading weird material, you gotta... I guess at that point, it's, I don't know. I guess it's... I guess at that point, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, what kind of shit do you need to fucking look at to get off that you need to be doing that kind of shit? I don't know.
Dude!
I keep saying I don't know, but...
Jack likes this shit! It's not... I fucking didn't do anything! I'm not doing it! I just like playing!
Is he watching a bunch of weird lolly girls on screen while he talks about how he didn't have CSAM on his computer? Is this, like, real?
Yeah. I didn't do anything, man! No one likes this shit, retard! Obviously someone fucking linked it, bro! Oh my god!
Okay.
Dude, fucking hell!
Later on during the stream, he bargains with his chat, trying to find ways to beat the pedo allegations. He claims that the note file came from a virus, possibly given to him by some...
I was looking around on the internet.
Indian scammer. Sadly for him, the scan he did on his computer detected no viruses.
Scanned by PC? I don't have any threats. Virus...
Wow, he's just really bad at this thing. He's just really bad at this.
It's free. 0 detections. Guess I didn't delete it then.
This makes Lakari incredibly depressed, realizing he's...
This guy's a fucking moron, dude.
Royally fucked himself. He asks Grok if he needs to delete all the hentai on his computer, which is probably the hardest decision he will ever have to make in his entire life.
Yes, Grok. Really? Okay.
Is having hentai on your PC in Texas illegal, Grok? 43K, and that's if they think it's like.
I don't even think he's looking. I don't even think they said 43,000. I think that was like the statute was like 43K, and it was about you're not supposed to have lolly on your computer.
Oh my fucking god, bro! It's not worth it. Just fucking delete my hard drive.
Finally, he accepts that he may have illegal shit on his computer, but dismisses it because the CSAM was obtained without paying for it. It's like that old piracy...
What does that mean? What? What does that even fucking mean?
Commercial. You wouldn't download a car, so you shouldn't steal CSAM from your local pedo. EDP needs to make money
so valid.
somehow.
Either pay to view those files. If you show that you didn't spend money on it, you're good. Yeah, I didn't.
That doesn't make any sense to me. You can have CSAM as long as you don't spend money on it. It is literally not. It just can't be true. That would be insanely fucking stupid.
Okay, then yeah, we're good. Then we're actually good.
This guy's a moron. Holy fuck.
If that's the case, we're actually good. Because I didn't spend any fucking money on that shit. I literally immediately deleted it.
Wow.
You can check my fucking bank and everything.
Now, how the fuck did he even get access to these files in the first place? Well, he claims he got it off some random hentai site. Though it must have been one hell of a hentai site for it to have CSAM on it. Someone would have to go out of their way to find it, obviously. Though he claims he never opened these files and deleted the notes app page.
I didn't save the link! I literally deleted it! I didn't even fucking open it! I literally deleted it!
This is a fucking lie, as the link is highlighted, meaning he's opened it before. It also turns out that he never tried deleting the link, which he didn't realize until much later.
I'm sorry, I guess it was still there. I swear to God, I thought I fucking deleted it. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. But I mean, you see, like, the text document doesn't seem like it's bad, right? But then, like, there's, like, bad shit in it. I don't know.
Lakari obviously realizes that his career is fucking over. He is getting TTS's from fans calling him the next Epstein. Epstein if he jerked off to gacha games.
Well, I don't think he's quite an Epstein. That's a little, probably a little bit more than what he is. But he's certainly not very good. I'll tell you that. I mean, Epstein was sex trafficking children, so it's a little bit of a difference there. Just a little bit.
Of Tectone instead of gooning it to Five Nights at Freddy's porn.
Pedophile.
Is that real? Sorry, just kidding.
Pedophile, 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 pedophile.
Well, I guess you know who the real ones.
Pedophile, 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 pedophile.
Wow, he's just letting that play. Almost respectable.
Pedophile, 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 pedophile.
I feel like if there's a number of times that word is allowed to be said on a stream, we far surpassed it at this point.
Pedo. You hit r/Sean. Every Redditor in America is going to wake up to the undeniable proof that you're a fucking freak-ass pedophile as vile as you look. Pedo. 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 Wow. Pedo. 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 Pedo.
I need lawyers.
Pedo.
During this stream.
What the fuck, dude? He's just letting it ride. He just let that one rock for a while. That's incredible. We'd love to see it, dude.
Lakari's mods would abandon him, and his viewers apparently even reported him to the FBI.
Yeah.
He ran to Discord and claimed that 2 black Suburbans were outside his house, to which Mizkif joked, "Good thing it isn't a white van or he'd probably hop in." Mizkif felt betrayed.
I guess the joke is that he would own the vehicle, is that, or he would go to help them molest children, or
by Lakari for going after him these past few months. So he decided to go on stream and air out his dirty laundry.
Remember when this guy shit on me a few weeks ago, trying to act all fucking high and mighty like a fucking loser? Who's the fucking loser now, Lakari, you fucking disgusting fuck? You try to act so tough and all and high and mighty all the time.
So
and you're fucking on your computer, allegedly. How is this allegedly? Bro, I'm sorry. You could say allegedly. Brother, it's literally the link. There's no allegedly. It's over. He literally had it on his notepad. What are you gonna say? Who has a fucking link on their notepad by accident? You can't, like, bro, are you even kidding me here? He's literally, I fucking let this guy live in my fucking house for 3 fucking years. I treat him like such a good friend. Every time he had a problem, I listened to this guy because he had fucking problems with Kyuko, who was fucking terrible to him and treat him like shit, who fucking...
Maybe he deserved it. I mean, what we know now, I don't know.
Constantly made him cry and run down to me and said that he was getting fucking abused. Dude would come to me and Wake every night, crying and complaining about shit. And what does he do when we find out? He's this on his computer. It's fucking disgusting.
Surprisingly, this is one of the few subjects Mizkif can really grandstand over. You know, he might beat women, but at least he doesn't fuck kids. Despite
well, I don't think Lakari fucked kids either. Not that what he did was okay, but you know, I don't think it's quite the same.
Reputation. Mizkif offered Lakari's current girlfriend, Alice, a place to stay if she left him and reported him to the FBI. This obviously never happened, though Alice would go on stream and reveal a few things.
I know Lakari is banned off of Twitch and Kick. I'm very aware of that. I know his kick ban is permanent, and his Twitch ban is, I believe, temporary. 7 days.
What the fuck? How's Kick doing better on that one than how is Kick doing better than fucking Twitch here? What the fuck? Why would they have why is he somebody they want on this platform? I don't understand.
But even when he comes back, I will not be streaming with Lakari.
Lakari would put out this response the next
Does she still date him or
day, clearly written by his legal team, as that would require typing with both hands. He's like, guys,
was he too busy jerking off or something?
I swear to you, I didn't jerk off to children. Please believe me. I only jerk off to animated women, not little girls. I've admitted myself to a porn addiction recovery program that will last 30 days. I'm going on hiatus, though I'm sure he'll relapse soon enough. So the only real solution in my—
Well, yeah, he'll just, I mean, I guess he'll try to get better at it, at hiding whatever disgusting shit he looks at.
My opinion—
Guess I gotta get another computer, guys.
And is just to send him straight to jail. Send him to Fort Dix with Diddy. Lakari knows it's happening.
Is that real, or are you just saying dicks to be funny? I don't understand.
He's gotta bend over and cover himself in baby oil.
You know what, Lakari, 2026, this is your year to really go. Like,
2026 is my fucking. I'm going to. Apparently, I'm gonna get fucked. I'm gonna drop myself and get fucked in 2026. That's the only thing that's fucking happening in 2026. I'm getting fucked in my ass.
Wow, that's beautiful.
No lube, no fucking.
Is this the AI? Is this the AI that's responding to him right now? What the fuck?
Viewers Day, variety's over. This is it. You can't get any worse than this.
Wow, Tectone's dad is part of OTK? What a beautiful thing.
Tectone is easily the most controversial member of OTK, rivaling
maybe
Mizkif as the biggest fake nice guy in all of streaming. He became popular during the pandemic due to the sheer amount of money he'd spend on Genshin Impact, a Chinese gacha game more addicting to middle-aged millennials than cocaine.
Wait, on just Genshin?
Millennials. I feel like these people are, it's more like they're fucking like weird gooners.
Yeah, I spent $500,000 on Genshin Impact. How much?
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! You can't get the fucking wife!
Tectone can also be described as a cringe loser who's definitely as much of a gooner as Lakari is, though he vehemently claims to be against lolicons, grown men who consume sexual depictions of animated children. Actually, she's a 1,000-year-old demon? Lolicon—
Actually, she's a 1,000-year-old dragon. Get it right.
has nothing to do with pedophilia.
Get it right, dude. There's a dragon, okay?
Even though the word stems from a book where the main character lusts after a 12-year-old girl, Tectone has made—
Wow, dude, sounds like Trump's kind of girl.
Numerous videos calling out lolicons in the Genshin Impact community, including one guy who made a tier list sexualizing the game's underage characters.
So to make this very clear, Bro is doing a Genshin Impact's most breedable character tier list and let me just go ahead and show you, puts Nahida and Klee and Diona in S tier. So clearly Bro has a type.
Yeah, I would have thought that Tectone made that list, no?
Now, if you scroll down, you're only doing wonders with Diona and Nahida. Only tier list I agree with. This not only is a channel made by a pedophile, it is a channel that caters to pedophiles.
What's funny is that Tectone made a video like this 3 years prior, though he stipulates that all the characters are assumed to be 18.
Every character that we're going to talk about is to be assumed to be 18 and up. And look, you little bitch, just because a character is a waifu does not mean that she's a waifu for you, okay? Klee may be 12 years old, but she could be a waifu for another 12-year-old person, okay?
What the fuck? This guy's weird. He's such a weirdo. Why is he right? Like is this a pattern for him where he talks about how bad something is that is bad, and then he does the bad thing afterwards for, like, I guess fun or something? I don't understand it.
Despite this, Tectone highly ranks multiple petite and underage-looking characters, including an 8-year-old girl who's been alive for hundreds of years due to being a zombie.
Chi-Chi, S tier, adorable. Okay? Hilarious. Cute. Get this girl a cocoa goat. Okay?
What the fuck does that even mean?
She is adorable. She is beautiful. Dude, this girl is already running a fucking hotel at like age 6. Imagine when she's 18.
Tectone is also friends with various depraved individuals like Chibi Reviews and NukTaku, 2 creators of lolicon controversies of their own. Despite going...
yeah, that's a fucking... that's an understatement. I mean, NukTaku's controversy is that he used to make a bunch of content reacting to loli and made it easily accessible to his fans. But then the other aspect of that is that, like, he had made a Discord. I think he was 23 at the time. And, but he made a Discord, an NSFW channel in a private Discord because a fucking, like, a fucking 14-year-old gave him an extra $10, and then people were sending him weird shit, and he ended up like fucking dropping out of school. And the guy that was sending the dude weird shit on the NSFW channel ended up getting like going on NukTaku's podcast. It's actually fucking crazy. Like, this guy, I don't think he's a groomer, but he's definitely likes to make it easy for groomers to exist, I guess. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Super hard
There's
at
no
Kabuki. Tectone will go out of his way to defend a guy who puts a lolly in his thumbnails and harbors predators in his Discord server.
But they're also on like the super Trump grift where like and they hate trans people and they think everything is grooming. But except for, I guess, all the stuff that they do, which actually put young people in danger. But, you know, whatever, I guess.
Anyways, it looked like NukTaku completely obliterated all of the allegations that were thrown his way in the matter of 5 minutes.
Well, matter of 5 minutes, he obliterated them by just saying,
So that was always really fun. And the amount of people were like, you need to denounce Nux. You need to denounce Nux. I'm good, bro. I love Nux. Straight up. I don't care.
Yeah, Nux didn't debunk shit. Go watch Nick Andros' video if you want more info. Tectone only seems to go after lolicons if it's convenient for him, as he probably jerks off to this stuff. He's been caught liking lolly on Twitter multiple times, even following a lolicon artist.
Wow, Tectone, that's great stuff.
Not surprising, as in the past, he's admitted to following over 900 hentai accounts. How is that even humanly possible?
I think that they think that kind of stuff is funny and based or something. Like, they think it's like very like, haha, look at me, dude, I'm so based. I look at hentai. A lot of just fucking just a lot of antisocial behavior from a lot of these people. Like Tectone, NukTaku, Asmongold, they're just very antisocial behavior. It's hard to really explain, you know, because when they're online or when you're online, people are like, oh, this is normal behavior, because some of this behavior is normal online. It's very strange. But when you look in the real world, it's like, wow, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is just like fucking strange and weird. And like in the real world, nobody could interact with these people. Like you know that you could not have a conversation with any of these people that was normal. They will just constantly talk about weird fucking creepy shit all the time.
I don't even know. For the past 2 years, Techie has been trying to escape his Gooner past, becoming an orbiter of Asmongold and grifting to become a right-wing influencer. He'd form a tight-knit group.
No, not him.
With other grifters, like the previously mentioned NukTaku, who in between reviewing anime also guzzles the Trump administration.
True.
Though without this community, I don't think anybody would actually...
Based Rob, slight negative speaking of the Trump administration, based?
They care about Tectone's new content. If I wanted to watch a bald, bearded guy yap about trans people all
don't you dare fucking bring my name up, motherfucker.
day, I would just watch Chud Logic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's true. Is he bald? Holy fuck. I don't think Chud Logic likes trans people. I think he's weird.
Though surprisingly, his political takes weren't what hurt his image to
But I don't know that for a fact, so let me not say that too strong.
The general public, but instead various demons from his past and present. One of those being his father, Michael. Michael is a US...
Dude, I just actually forgot that this was about Michael.
Veteran who worked at the Pentagon during 9/11, claiming he narrowly avoided the attacks because he had to get coffee from Starbucks. He had a reputation...
Man, what's up with Starbucks, dude? Is Starbucks based?
...for being Tectone's cool dad who'd play video games with him, such as VR chats, where they test if Michael's 70-year-old cock still works.
Okay, Jesus Christ. A little explicit there, boss.
Am I moving for... Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's Joe. And that's
yeah, but how... Oh, Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm. So, I got you.
What the fuck?
Yes.
You're gonna give him a heart attack, I swear to God.
I'm on medication. I can't have a heart attack. I like the freckles. The hair.
And I want you to bark for me.
Woof. Wait a minute. I got another dog. I got another. Want to hear my other dog? Oh, oh. That's my other dog. Woof, woof. Oh, oh.
Many people overlook this guy, until Tectone decided to go after the streamer Hassan Piker. Tectone had found himself constantly beefing with Hassan and his many rancid orbiters throughout 2025, calling them out for being degenerate freaks who support Islamic terrorism. In retaliation, Hassan went, "Hey buddy, your dad? The dad you're defending so much? He's a sexual assaulter."
I am genuinely considering full swapping to YouTube if this terrorist propaganda
a pepper
isn't punished harshly and immediately on Twitch. My father, my brothers, and our soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this bullshit to be allowed and promoted on Twitch. This needs to change immediately. This is who he was talking about, Tectone. Apparently, this is his dad.
The story of Colonel Michael Robertson, who commanded Fort Bliss's 31st Combat Support Hospital at Camp Dwyer, a military base and airfield in the Helmand River Valley in Afghanistan. Last week, Colonel Robertson was convicted by a military judge of 14 charges, including having pornography on his government computer, sexually harassing 3 women, and assaulting 5 women.
That's crazy, dude. And the craziest part about that is the fact that it is very difficult to get a fucking conviction in the military. So this guy must have been like a fucking crazy rape guy. Like, just probably one of the best in a bad way, you know? Like the best at shitting in your pants. That's wild, dude. Holy fuck.
Tectone would immediately go to Twitter to dismiss these claims as mere allegations, which is absurd because of how high profile his dad's essay abundance is. These aren't things that have simply been—
Bro, you said the word pedophile 85 times, or you ran it on the stream like 85 times, or your video. What the hell are you afraid to say rape instead of essay?
Alleged.
Sexual assault, you know?
This dude was found guilty in court of most of these charges. This includes, quote, storing inappropriate pornographic images on his government computer, sexual harassment and maltreatment of 3 women, wrongful touching without sexual components of 5 women, making inappropriate
Do we get to hear him? Do we get to hear Tectone cry?
Sexual comments to those women and possibly others, and showing them and possibly others inappropriate sexual photos. On Twitter, Tectone tried downplaying this by pointing out one line from this article.
That's fucking crazy.
It says that Michael wasn't charged with the most serious count of sexual assault, which is why he didn't have to register as a sex offender.
What? He didn't have to register as a sex offender? That's fucking crazy.
But he ignores the paragraph right above this, that explicitly states that he was charged with other counts of sexual assault.
Damn, what the fuck?
Michael's only other defense in court was to downplay his actions as simple teasing, saying he—
Guys, I was just teasing her. I was just teasing her by forcing myself on her.
Slap people's asses to boost morale. Though we're talking about—
Hey, just slap people's asses to boost morale, guys. Just force people to suck your micro penis for morale.
The US military here, not a college frat house.
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To murder and pillage. And of course, rape, sir.
I'm honestly surprised it took so long for all of this to come to light, cause this wasn't an overlooked incident either. There was an entire bill passed through Congress because of this guy, the Sexual Assault Training, Oversight, and Prevention Act. Michael was brought up as the biggest example of essay in the military, which alone should place him in the Rape Hall of Fame next to P. Diddy, Bill Cosby,
and Tectone, yeah,
Jimmy Savile, and the Batman Rapist. Tectone would go crying to his stream the next day, blaming everything on Hassan, and finding ways to absolve himself of his dad's criminal past.
I guess in 2025, Hassan is so desperate that he's going to go after a 16-year-old court case when I was 16 about my father that I myself never really looked into, because why the fuck would I look into crimes that my father may or may not have committed?
He spends the next 10
may or may not have committed. Didn't he get charged?
minutes trauma bonding, throwing his dad under the bus despite portraying him as a cool dude in his previous content. It's clearly done to get some of the heat off him.
Things progress in my life. I'm kind of the black sheep of my family. And obviously I hear that, fast forward to like 10th or 11th grade. Sorry, my memory's a little bit foggy because I don't, this was 16, 17 years ago.
Yeah, plus he has schizophrenia, guys, and he saw his friend's dead mom talking to him, giving him her special chicken noodle soup recipe.
Father becomes incredibly violent. Yeah. And it was
crazy, dude.
A very painful time in my life.
Damn, and then you just decide to be a piece of shit who just like hates everybody and is a racist. Like that's what you decided to be. Guys, people were mean to me when I was young, so I decided to just become a real rapist piece of shit. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make the world a worse place. I was like, a bad thing happened to me. What if I just get that going? What if I just kept that going?
I hear that my father has been accused of a crime. Yep, I hear that my father's accused of a crime. And obviously, even though my father never treated me too well, nobody ever really wants to believe that about their dad. Nobody ever really wants to believe that. What my father said happened was that he got sent a chain mail from his army buddies where there was a bunch of naked firefighters, and it was a joke. And he would show that to the people. And
that's probably part of it. And then part of it's probably unwanted touching. And I say probably because that's what it was deemed to be. So
his platoon. And he told me that he got convicted of sexual harassment and sexual assault because he would, well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna be real. Like when you talk to my dad, he be grabbing you. I'm not gonna fucking lie. And he doesn't do that anymore because I told him it's fucking weird as shit. But he would like grab your shoulder, he would grab your arm, and he said that's what he got convicted for.
You sure those aren't the only places he's touched? Because I don't believe you, Tectone.
But John
don't touch my arm, please.
Is not only a big man, he is a big man with a really big dick. You know?
Yeah.
And not that I've ever seen it, but I have seen...
He hasn't seen it, but he's felt it.
He even talks about his dad.
What? Whose dick are we talking about? Tectones? I don't know if that's true.
Dad pointing a gun at his face one time.
My father threw me to the ground and put a gun against my head. And he said, give me a good reason not to shoot you.
But I guess
it's crazy how Tectone's dad is apparently like an abusive, racist piece of shit who has cast terror onto so many people that you can literally look his name up and it'll come up with the most fucking prolific sexual assault court case ever. But this is the guy talking about how brown people rape people. Also, Tectone is convicted of rape, but lost his guns for a decade. That's crazy. It's always the worst people that complain about other people. It's fucking very interesting. Well, it's always the rapists who talk about how everyone else is a rapist. Isn't that fucking crazy?
He was safe enough to bring around this tiny Asian girl he's friends with.
Tectone came over, him and Freem came over yesterday.
Whoa, Freem.
And one of the first things Tectone says to me is like, "Sup, dude? By the way, my 17-year-old father thinks you're hot." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Pen, thanks for the 9 months.
Fucking wingmanning for your dad is crazy.
No, 72. Did I say 17? 72.
Yeah, not surprised by this at fucking all. My headcanon is that the only reason Michael rekindled with Tectone is so that he can hang around these young girls in OTK and get with them. Though sadly, he has some serious competition. Tectone definitely knew about this stuff about his dad, by the way. Back in February 2025, a troll came into his chat to spread the gospel.
Your father went to jail?
Doesn't he love the gospel? Isn't he like a really big religion guy now?
For the same rape shit. Oh, really? Wait, tell me more, man. Tell me more. Who'd my dad rape? 5 women in the military accuse your father of rape.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You think so? That's what
I think people we know so as a fact at this point, right?
Why he went to jail discussing about. Really, man? That's interesting. How do you know so much?
And Google? What the fuck?
How are you so all-knowing, man?
Brother, it's the first result when you search up Colonel Michael Robertson.
Damn.
I think you've been spending too much time with Asmongold, man. Those tapeworms living in his head must have gotten into your brain. Tectone's only tactic at this point was to sympathy bait his audience, bringing up his dad's cancer. Though the guy is a supreme sex pest.
W God? What the fuck?
So who cares?
Wait for what? What are you waiting for?
Sex pest. He fucking raped people, no? What the fuck? We talking about sex pesting right now. Wow, what a game.
For the cancer to come back.
In his next stream, he openly brags about this. It's not even something he's trying to hide.
And what's great is, what they'll do is they'll hear me say that I don't care, and they'll see me crying, and they'll post that. But I still think it was a good play. I do. I mean, obviously it wasn't pre-orchestrated or anything. I just got overwhelmed by, obviously I get sent.
Why would you talk about it like that?
It's about my family 100%, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I had a very uncomfortable call with my father yesterday, and yeah, it was very uncomfortable to say the least.
I can only imagine how that phone call went. He's asking his dad what happened, and Michael went,
I'm a rapist.
After all of this, Tectone has gone back to defending his father.
What a shame that people like Denims don't know how to capitalize off of all this Tectone hate, dude. Because holy fuck, what a bad guy, you know?
Claiming he was simply a gooner. He gooned too close to the sun, guys.
So he was a gooner. And he had porn on his government computer.
Wow.
And he showed it to people. He showed porn on his computer.
So interesting how desperate they are to just change the narrative. Yeah, no, it was just porn on his computer. No, dude, what are you talking about? He fucking assaulted people. What?
He was not even registered as a sex offender.
It's because it's a military cover-up. The military covers up sexual assault because they don't care about women getting raped or anybody getting raped for that matter in the military. Military that couldn't pass an audit for fucking 10 years in a row. That I believe Trump rolled back sexual assault protections in. Yeah, that military. Oh, yeah, wow.
Right. So, at least, if you can't do the bare minimum of research for that, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, right?
Yet, despite his dad being exposed as the LeBron James of rape,
your dad is
damn. Ron James catching some fucking strays here.
LeBron of rape.
This was somehow only a B-plot in Tectone's life. As for years, he's been trying to fight off serious accusations alleged by his two previous partners.
Do we have to say alleged anymore? He got convicted in civil court.
Tectone used to be married to Freem, a VTuber and fellow streamer whom he wedded with in 2016. Their relationship was god-awful, to say the least, with multiple clips spreading around of Tectone treating Freem like absolute shit. Most notably was this clip from 2021 where he argues with her over a single touch.
How do I deal with him? I love him.
Don't touch me.
I'm patient.
No, you're fucking not.
Don't touch me. Wow. You really feel the love on that one.
You're like the most impatient, moody fucker I've ever met.
Patient when it comes to you.
Freem, I carry our marriage, and you know that.
Whoa, is this what I'm talking about? This is how they talk in real life. What the fuck even hit me there? What the hell? This is how these people talk in real life. This is how Tectone talks. Well, I carry you, bro. AFK, go in the bathroom, BRB. BRB, bio. Oh, I see now. BRB, guys, bio.
Freem, you know that.
I think we have a pretty 50-50 marriage.
You're high. You're high.
He then goes on to brag about how good of a husband he is, which all good husbands do. He's such a nice guy, later admitting to emotionally harming her on livestream.
And so I've been hurting Freem for a very long time because I stopped
because you're just abusive.
Seeing her as a different person. I saw her as myself.
Whoa.
What? And I asked her to do too much. I asked her to help me too much. And there it is.
What? I saw her as myself too much? Dude, this guy's a weird freak. What the fuck does that even mean? It doesn't mean anything. That's something that you hear on TV and fucking Grey's Anatomy when somebody's trying to over-rationalize and sound intelligent.
Freem was also hurting me in a way where she wouldn't communicate with me because she was afraid due to her past relationships. Everybody has trauma, and that's totally okay. That's totally valid. I have a lot of things to work on myself. Freem has a lot of things to work on herself. This is not her fault. This is not my fault. It's both our faults.
Wouldn't it be your fault?
During this stream, you can actually see Freem packing her shit, which is because the two were splitting up. She'd file for divorce only 3 months later, with Tectone almost immediately getting together with another girl going by PinkChu. She's another Twitch streamer who reached out to Tectone following the divorce announcement. Over the next year, things went quiet, with Tectone claiming that things between him and Freem were amicable. Though in early 2024, after an awkward interaction between the two on Twitter, Freem announced that her and Tectone weren't on good terms and that lawyers were involved. Unbeknownst to many until this time, there was conflict between the two over revenge porn claims, with Tectone alleging that Freem had set up cameras around the house, and recording him having sex with PinkChu. However, no police reports were filed yet.
Isn't this like the case where Tectone forced PinkChu to lie about his ex just to try to go after her?
It would be until Pink learned of a Google Doc Freem was writing. She got this info from the previously mentioned Kyuko, who said that the document contained some stuff that could destroy both her and Tectone's life. Pink believed this was the revenge porn, so she filed a police report, discussed the situation on Twitter, and talked about it on stream, which Tectone raided into.
Tectone's ex-wife has been stalking and harassing me and Tectone for over a year now. She has not left us alone. She has stalked bank statements, internet history.
She hasn't left us alone? Wait a minute. Guys, is that a dog whistle? The left is bed?
Was spying on me when I came to visit Techie because I guess she originally was spying on
Techie,
and spread revenge.
It's good League of Legends Dota character, guys.
Of footage that is considered revenge to people from the cameras as well. I have gone to the police. Here is a police report. I try to clear up as much as I can because a lot of this is just personal information.
You guys remember the Think Before You Sleep video where he decided that she wasn't raped because the judge was a brown woman? That's a great one. You can see, you could look that one up. I believe I named the video Think Before You Defend Tectone, the Vibe Rapist. That's the name. I'll try to remember to put it in the description, guys. So.
I have a police report. The cops are doing their thing. I'm not going to get into the specifics
doing their thing
about the revenge because of it, for my protection and for the protection of the case. So I hope you understand and believe me that this is not something I'm going to get in specifics. I'm going to show you proof of everything, and she has just harassed me, stalked me, and yes, her spreading revenge is sexual harassment if she doesn't want to believe it.
In June 2024, Pink would also file a lawsuit against Freem, not only claiming she had revenge porn of her, but also that Freem was cheating on Tectone with his former manager, Kurzum.
Maybe based.
Used here as a reasoning behind the divorce. What's insane is that only 2 months after this, Pink would break up with Tectone over cheating. She would then allude to it on stream, which quickly caught Techie's attention.
Has anyone ever been cheated on? How do you react to something like that, by the way? But is it weird that for me, I just oh my god, I don't have to deal with this piece of shit anymore. You get revenge? Is it weird? I literally just makes it easier for me to get over that person. I'm just oh my god, I don't have to deal with this awful person anymore.
Tectone's response was to claim the breakup was cordial, with his only...
Okay. Well, it sounds like it wasn't. That was your response. It was actually cordial. Even if it was, that's normal. Even in toxic relationships, for everything to kind of break off in a cordial way, I guess we'll use the word cordial now. And then, for a while, maybe a while later, people were sitting with it and wait a minute, this was a lot worse than I remember or that I thought, now that I'm sitting with myself. That's what happens.
The evidence being text messages between him and his friend.
Yeah, once again, I want to be very clear. No ill will towards it whatsoever as of right now.
No ill will as of right now. I'm a good guy.
But yeah, so we broke up. No, it's actually probably why are you answering parasocials? Well, because it is what it is. I don't really care. I mean, it was made public against my will, but I don't care. But yeah, I have a message that I sent to
against my will. He's the victim.
Jimmy on June 28th where Pink and I broke up. But yeah, it was good. Nothing bad.
Clearly something's going on here because no normal person acts like this. He'd spend the next 2 months vague posting, taking subtle shots at PinkChu. This pissed her off, so she fired back, elaborating on the cheating claims. He responded back, prepping his audience for what's to come and comparing the situation to Dragon Ball Z, a classic Tectone move.
Like I said, this is what these people talk about.
And then one of that posse decides to go to the dark side because they're too fucking dumb to realize how good they had it with the main group. Does anybody know it? It's kind of like when Vegeta got controlled by Babidi. You know how Vegeta got Babidi and then got the Majin mark on their fucking forehead because they were easily manipulable? And so Babidi got in their fucking brain and then Vegeta just blew themselves up. That was a great arc, man.
Is this guy dumb? That's not even what happened. Vegeta let himself get manipulated because he wanted to fight Goku without like limitations. Is this guy dumb? I don't know. He doesn't even know the lore he's trying to reference. It's actually fucking triggering. I could excuse you raping your girlfriend multiple times and being a stalker that loses your guns. I can't deal with you inaccurately talking about Dragon Ball Z. That just can't happen. We can't let that one happen.
On November 20th, 2024, PinkChu would post a Twitter thread detailing allegations against a previous partner, obviously referring to Tectone.
Chat, it's time to cancel this guy. Ooh, what the fuck did I just do? It's time to cancel this fucking asshole.
He accuses him of emotionally and sexually abusing her, including the claim that he'd forced her to give him blowjobs, guilting her into it because he claims she doesn't pay rent. Tectone would respond the next day, accusing her of being manipulated by Freem and threatening to sue her for defamation.
I know the person who needs to hear this is going to hear this. And I mean this genuinely.
Genuinely. He is a genuine guy, guys.
Okay? I did everything for you. I helped you with everything. I fixed everything for you.
Whoa.
I was there for you.
Didn't he break her like lip filler because he forced her to like fillet him? When she had gotten like work on her. I also loved where Think Before You Sleep was like criticizing her for getting like plastic surgery and other work done because Tectone liked it. It's just weird. These people are weird as fuck.
Like nobody else was there for you in your whole life.
Whoa.
Your words, not mine.
Guess I made her easy to manipulate, huh?
The fact that you're letting these people get into your ear. People? The same people who are talking behind my back illegally, by the way. The same people who...
They're talking about you illegal. What does that mean? They're talking behind your back illegally. What does that mean?
Who placed me under an NDA where I cannot talk about them. I know they're talking to you right now behind the scenes.
Whoa.
And they're getting you to believe in bullshit. You're talking to retard after retard.
Whoa.
Letting them...
Everything's a conspiracy against me, guys. I'm actually the good guy.
Get in your head.
Everyone hates me. I'm actually the good guy.
And make you imagine problems that never happened. And it's insane how these things that have happened in your own mind, you are now coming at me, and this just isn't cute.
I don't think that she ever came to you because you guys didn't have sex.
So, I am going to leave it at this. My lawyer is going to be...
I'm going to leave it at this. I literally just lost the lawsuit.
Contacting your lawyer. The same lawyer that I helped you get because you were scared.
Wow. Of you? Or what?
I'm not fucking around with this shit.
Whoa.
This shit's retarded.
Whoa. Words.
If you want to do this shit, then let's do this shit.
Let's do it.
But I can't sit here.
I think maybe if you did it with her more without instead of raping her, maybe things would have been better.
And hear your dumbass schizo the fuck out, which I thought you were medicated for. I guess not.
This guy's an undiagnosed schizophrenic, just to be clear. He's decided nowadays that he actually isn't, and he just actually got stabbed in his eye when he was younger, and so he would sometimes see fuzzy things in his eye that makes him see his, friend's dead mother, apparently. But, okay.
Schizo the fuck out repeatedly. So enjoy. My lawyer will be contacting your lawyer.
Whoa.
And we're going to shut this shit down right the fuck now.
Well, it got shut down in not your direction.
Because this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
I tried to be cordial. I tried to be nice. I tried to be happy. I tried to help you. And that's the way that you're going to repay me? Great. Check.
This doesn't ooze entitlement at all.
Check your phone messages. You'll be hearing from my lawyer very soon.
Check your balls. You'll be hearing from my farts. What are you talking about?
Fucking ridiculous.
A pretty angry response, which did Tectone no favors in the public eye. Despite that, though...
Well, his audience ate that shit up. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy's like, shut it down. They're eating it up. They love it. They love everything that they're seeing. They think Tectone's such a badass. He's going to win the lawsuit against this silly girl. Whoa. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's obviously, they ate it up, but it was obviously wrong. Now they're eating up the whole, like, oh, it was a brown woman, so she's too woke. I'm not even kidding. Like, that is the argument now. Oh, it's a brown woman, she's too woke.
Those like myself chose not to pick sides, as neither Pink nor Tectone had shown evidence yet. It was a
Whoa.
he said, she said situation.
How do we even know it's Pink? Alright, sorry.
Though many were hard on Pink for several reasons. One is that people claim she's an OnlyFans girl trying to get clout off Tectone. This doesn't seem true, as she actually has way more followers than he does. And she only started doing adult content because of Tectone himself, who was incredibly supportive.
If somebody wants to do OnlyFans, they can do OnlyFans. I don't care at all.
Wow,
it doesn't bother me, you know? It does not bother me whatsoever. And to be honest,
Doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother him because I don't think he doesn't like having sex. So of course it wouldn't bother him. He's not into it, you know?
if you're hot enough to do an OnlyFans and run a successful one as well, hey man, that's just free money.
People were also questioning the Freem stuff, asking why Pink made those claims against her. She soon clarified that her claims against Freem were false and given to her by Tectone. She was basically used as a pawn to go after her, in order to distract people from the Google Doc Freem was about to release, where she alleges that Tectone sexually assaulted her.
Whoa.
Because of this, their case was settled in Freem's favor, with her and Tectone signing NDAs. Lastly, people questioned why Pink didn't file a police report, but the thing is, she was working on that. It got filed in January 2025, with her posting proof of this. Tectone would soon announce his resignation from OTK, claiming it was due to his contract expiring, though many suspected the real
Nothing to do with the rape allegations. Credible rape allegations.
reason was OTK dropping him over the allegations. It would be poetic, since Tectone did the same thing to Rich Campbell. In January, Tectone claimed he
What's crazy is this is just like the Saiyan saga when Trunks came back from time, and you know Tectone's basically like the Gohan from that universe with the one arm. I don't know if you guys know. It's basically the same exact thing.
he couldn't sue Pink because of certain loopholes. Specifically, her not referring to him by name. That's not how defamation works. He could technically file that lawsuit, but didn't, due to obvious reasons.
Because he fucking knew he'd lose, dude.
I mean, one of his big arguments against Pink is that he couldn't have raped her because he was the raped.
As a victim of sexual assault myself, I find it absolutely disgusting that someone would weaponize a lie on this scale.
So what's so funny is like my understanding, and I saw this in the Think Before You Sleep video. Think Before You Sleep claims that his sexual assault was when he was like 6 years old. His sister tried to like put things down his pants and give him a STD or something. It was strange as fuck. Like I don't even get it. Here's what Think Before You Sleep says. When he was in the 3rd grade, Tectone's sister tried to infect him with parasites/crabs. I think it was abusive/bullying behavior to blame him for this, particularly when it's the first argument that Michelle Locke makes when she starts the cross-examination. They're just talking about why he doesn't like to have vaginal intercourse. This is the sexual assault. I don't really understand what's happening here. But okay, you know, great.
Good defense, man. There's definitely no chance that someone who was sexually assaulted had it happen to them too.
My babysitter me when I was 5.
Yeah, that's what
He didn't me. He put my blindfold on me and told me he had a treat. And then he dipped his dick in Nestle's Quick and put it in my mouth.
In April 2025,
for some reason I feel like he's making a joke.
He then claims that the reason Pink made these essay allegations against him is retaliation for not wanting to marry her.
Do you know how bad it hurts to have someone that you deeply care about where you pour everything into, and then because you don't want to marry them, they go and slander your name online and try to get you labeled as an abuser?
Bro, I don't think anybody in the entire world believes that Tectone is such a catch that somebody decided to slander him after because he didn't want to get married to them. It just doesn't add up in any capacity. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
And everybody believed it? That's the crazy thing. Some of my fucking friends believed that shit.
Whoa.
And it's only been 7 months now to where I'm able to undo the insane amount of damage she did to my fucking life.
Now bro is using the Mizkif tactic. Maybe this one true rape meme is real after all. Alongside the police investigation, Pink filed for a protective order against Tectone,
like
with
that.
him trying to fight it off, alongside his 5 lawyers.
I have a team of 5 lawyers because I understand that I'm a hated person on the internet and anybody can come out.
Wait, didn't he say that he didn't have 5 lawyers? This guy's such a liar. He was like, guys, actually I only had 1 lawyer, but he says he has 5.
Crying, say bullshit, nobody will fact check it, and if they do that, I'm gonna sue
Doo-doo.
their ass. It's that easy. So I have an on-hand team of 5 lawyers as a controversial figure on the internet.
Despite having this practice,
This guy really, like, he really wants you to think he's like the super cool, controversial guy. Like, he's such a fucking dork. He's such a loser.
team of lawyers, PinkChu's protective order against Tectone was granted, meaning he was found guilty of stalking and sexual assault in civil court. We only found out about this because of Mizkif, who had been holding a grudge against Tectone ever since he left Austin. Though ever since Tectone spoke out against him during the Emiru allegations, Mizkif wanted revenge. He sent his crew of 40 boys to Tectone's trial and had them spy on the proceedings.
I thought it was just one guy.
Receiving notes from them in return so he could burn down what's left of Tectone's reputation.
I sent my ops to the courtroom for Tectone and PinkChu, and I have written down notes for a 7-hour trial. I didn't say a word last night. I didn't want anyone to know. I have 7 hours of notes on Tectone and what he did to PinkChu, and I will be addressing it all tomorrow. Nice job, Tectone. You fucking disgusting fuck. Way to talk shit on people when you have your own shit behind your fucking back. You are a disgrace, and you should be fucking gone. And your little buddies around you who constantly claim wait till the court finds out, guess what? They're finding out tomorrow. You're a fucking loser. And I can't wait till you're gone because you've not only fucked over 2 girls, you fucked over so many content creators just because you want your little clicks and views. You're disgusting.
Just your little clicks and views. You're a disgusting guy, dude.
I hate Mizkif, and even I have to admit the speech from him goes hard. Over
If you say so. It exists.
the next few days, Mizkif would read off his notes from the trial in the official transcript, which I want to highlight specific parts of. Now I'm sure some people are going to be asking, Rob, why are you relying on Mizkif's coverage? Isn't he insanely biased against Tectone for betraying him? Who else am I supposed to rely on? Legal Mindset? The guy
True.
Who's indentured servitude to Tectone because he got him signed of Mythic Talent? Both are biased, but Mizkif's stream was more entertaining, especially since his chat would berate him over the stupidest shit.
Your fly is down.
Also, I'm pretty sure Mizkif is more knowledgeable on domestic abuse than Andrew Esquire, a real estate lawyer who fled to Thailand so he can fuck ladyboys.
The
based?
Filipino ladyboys. I can tell you this in Manila.
Right.
And
You're an expert.
I
Okay.
can see how that was imported here. Are far more aggressive than the Thai ladyboys.
Also, I have my own copy of the court transcript, so thank you to Shamu for sending that to me. I'll link
I like that. Shamu. Is that his name, Shamu? I thought it was Shamu. Oh, okay. Maybe, well, Rob says things wrong all the time, so.
to his coverage of Tectone down below. Definitely go watch that. I'm obviously not going to be able to summarize everything in this transcript, but I'll give you the important bits in order to explain why this protective order was granted. First thing to note is that Tectone admits to being an unmedicated schizophrenic. Now, it was already public that Tectone was schizo, but he made it seem like he was seeking therapy of some kind. But
Well, now all of a sudden he's cured, and it's just a knife to the eye made him see dead people.
here,
So,
he flat out admits to never seeking treatment. So either way, he's lying.
I think, is that true? I thought that it was, he was like, well, I guess he was unmedicated. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that is true. I guess I interpreted it as he was on medication. I thought he had said that he was on medication, but he didn't like it, so he came off the meds. So, like, I guess at one point he was getting treatment, I guess? I don't know.
He knows that not treating it will only make it worse, yet he downplays the side effects. While giving her testimony, PinkChu claims that he almost crashed his car because he hallucinated someone behind him, which could have killed both him and his friend Jimmy. Tectone would even hallucinate multiple different versions of Pink, seeing her face melt off and such. This is 100% believable to me, because during a February 2024 livestream, Tectone tells a story about seeing a demon in the middle of the road, which turned out to be a deer.
Oh, by the way, Chad, I didn't tell you, I almost died the other day.
Oh. Yeah, I saw a demon in the road.
I saw this demon in the middle of the road.
Chat, my dad was standing in the middle of the road.
Oh. And I thought it was my
Do you think he saw himself? Crazy.
hallucinations is normal. So I was gonna drive through it like I always do, but it was like a deer.
Wow.
And so I just
What a fucking riveting story, dude. Thank you.
fucking slammed the brakes giga hard. I stopped like 3 inches away from it.
Damn, penis length.
But like, I swear to God, I thought it was like I thought it was like a straight up like a schizophrenic nightmare.
This guy should not be driving a fucking car, let alone—
It's funny because you know what? I mean, it's possible that Tectone just lied about having schizophrenia in the first place because he is a massive liar. But you know, So I guess that is also always possible that he just lied about having it in the first place for some kind of attention, because he just loves having attention because he's a fucking loser.
Won't be allowed to live within society. He should be in a mental hospital. But he doesn't think it's necessary to treat his schizophrenia because he watched A Beautiful Mind. Yeah, he compares himself to the main character of a movie and doesn't—
Is that Ashton Kutcher? No, I'm thinking of the Butterfly Effect, sorry.
Doesn't think his mental condition is as bad.
Okay, so how would you know that serious or not your case of schizophrenia is? Damn, that's a really good point. I guess it's kind of a goofy fuck. There's this movie called The Beautiful Mind. And so I was like, man, his mind is messed up and mine is nothing compared to that. So, you know, I hear people like
I watched a movie, and I compared my mental illness to the movie. Interesting.
Talk to people who aren't there, but I'm just like, what's that? Oh, it's gone. Oh my fucking God. Are you fucking kidding me? He mentions The Beautiful Mind? And that's his reason why he doesn't get his schizophrenia treated ever for 15 years? It's because he's just like, it's not as bad as this guy, a fucking movie.
Despite this, he claims that Pink is the one not living within reality because she's autistic.
Incredible.
What's worse, not fully understanding certain social cues, or seeing a giant killer rabbit in the bathroom mirror. When it comes to the sexual
is the rabbit real? Looks real to me.
assault claims, Pink reiterates that Tectone wouldn't have her pay rent, instead forcing her to give him blowjobs. They would never have traditional sex, as apparently Tectone has a fear of vaginas. Yes, this is real. It's called urotophobia. There's her new word of the day. It's due to childhood trauma, but Pink pointed out that he would never sexually reciprocate. He'd continually pressure her to give him oral sex, and when she showed discomfort, he'd pull out a whiteboard and explain to her in detail why she's wrong. Yeah, he admitted to this in court. This is real.
That's fucking crazy, honestly.
Bro had to use visual aid to demonstrate why it's okay he sexually assaults her. The most notable occurrence of sexual assault was right after Pink got a lip injection, making them incredibly swollen and painful. Tectone made her give him head regardless, which she did not consent to. He's definitely aware of the risk this could cause Pink's health, but he didn't care. In fact, he referenced this event
I think that happened again when she got like a breast enhancement, right?
During a live stream from last February.
Bro, I just read. It's funny because I read to you before what the supposed sexual like trauma was, and it was like his sister put stuff down his pants. I don't really understand.
Making it clear.
I mean, he's not. He thinks empathy is gay and cringe. So I mean, I guess we don't have to be too empathetic, huh?
Clear that it's nearly impossible for someone with a lip filler to give a blowjob, regardless of how long they've had it.
So, lip fillers. They do make your lips look fuckable as shit. But the problem is, anybody who has lip fillers cannot suck dick worth a damn. It sucks, because if they suck too hard, it'll fuck up their lip fillers. So
it's a good self-report there, boss.
So unless they're able to deep throat your dick and just let you throat fuck them with their mouth open, it's just not worth it. It's really not.
Crazy. Now I'm trying to. Okay.
It's so lame.
That's fucking wild.
It's so fucking lame.
How do you fuck lips? I don't know. I'm usually a throat kind of guy, so I don't know. Okay, it's probably inappropriate to even ask that question.
Lame, bro. It's so fucking lame. So that's why I stopped giving a fuck about the fake lip look. It's just there's no point, man.
This clip gets shown during the trial, and Tectone responds with, "Yeah, I became."
Yeah, we don't want to have too much suicidal empathy towards Tectone. We don't want to have too much of that.
Very familiar with the flaws with lip filler, basically confirming this event happened. One of the reasons Pink went along with this for as long as she did is because Tectone promised that they'd eventually have normal sex, which never happened. She didn't fully realize he was sexually abusing her until after their relationship ended, as she wasn't fully knowledgeable on the topic. During her early 20s...
Well, I mean, like, when you're in that situation, you're not necessarily going to see things with a clear head. You're biased towards your partner. You love your partner, so you're going to be nicer to them and have, like, better interpretations, even if they're abusing you, so it does make sense.
She faced a far worse experience, making her subconsciously downplay the acts that Tectone would commit on her. When it came to the claims of harassment, Pink showed 200 pages of evidence, demonstrating various tweets where he goes after her character. Some were even made after the temporary protective order was filed, though he used the strategy he previously hounded Pink for, which was to not mention her by name. Finally enough, despite having half a year to prepare for this, Tectone only spent 15 minutes digging up his own evidence against Pink. This guy was bragging back in 2024 that he had all this dirt on her, so the irony here is palpable. According to Mizkif, Tectone was actually really soft-spoken while giving his testimony, which completely contrasts the multitude of rants he used to go on regarding Pink.
I know a lot of you guys are going to want me to do Tectone's voice like this, dude, and talk like this. I'm not going to do that, because what I was told in court is...
I don't know what that means.
Tectone literally tried to talk like this the entire time, in a very soft tone. Tectone was apparently very close to the mic, and they couldn't hear him to the point where they asked him multiple times if he can stand up a little bit and move the mic closer.
I wonder, I don't even know if that's, I mean, wouldn't that be in the transcript? Maybe, I don't know, but that's funny if that is true. It's like, that's like a strategy. All right, I want you to talk low and sound like a good person. Okay, all right. Oh, hey guys, it's me, it's Tectone. I wonder if that's, I mean, Mizkif lies about shit, so who knows?
Because he was trying to act very soft-spoken so people think he's an innocent guy.
Having first been duly sworn, Tectone swears, probably on a berserk book. Do you swear?
Got him.
To tell the truth and all the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Speaking of which, this fucking loser got a berserk tattoo after Pink made her accusations.
Whoa, cool guy.
You know, a manga known for the sheer amount of rape that happens in it. I guess Tectone got really inspired after reading it. Another big reason why Tectone lost is because the dude rambles a whole lot, and lies under oath multiple times. I'm not going to be going over each occurrence, but most notably, he lies by saying the reason he keeps getting called a pedo online is because of Pink. She has never once called him that, and the real reason he gets called that is due to his obsession with gacha games and lolicon.
And because he supports Trump. Release a list.
Tectone also claims that the death threats he's been getting are because of Pink, though it gets pointed out by her lawyer that most of them stemmed from his political stances. He's constantly spouting out controversies.
Yes, that's funny because like think before you sleep. So he's like, why does this matter? Why is she bringing up this and that and the other thing? It's like, well, she's trying to establish that the reason why people are telling Tectone to kill himself isn't just because of PinkChu, it's also because he says like horrible shit about trans people and stuff.
Controversial shit online, and instigating beef with other creators. It's kind of the name of the game. What's great about this is that, under oath, he admits to grifting as a conservative. He very clearly did so because he lost a good chunk of his audience due to Pink's allegations. Not surprisingly, PinkChu was granted a protective order against Tectone. This isn't just a simple restraining order, by the way. It's an extended protective order that will remain in effect for 10 years, meaning he can't make any statements regarding her, he cannot go within 200 yards of her, and his precious firearms need to be placed in police custody. Wait, why is an unmedicated schizophrenic allowed to have guns in the first place? I know this is Texas, but still.
Mrs. Locke, I don't have any witnesses in the room. There is no witnesses, chat. You can look around all you want. There is no witnesses in the room. All right? The only one that was in the room at this time was Axion, and that's basically fucking it. No one showed up. Why did Tectone not want any of his friends to go and bring fucking party animals and everything else? Why didn't Tectone tell all of his friends about this and bring fucking cameras and say, dude, this is gonna be so funny when I win. It's gonna be fucking sick. Let's go shoot an AR outside afterwards and go crazy, dude. I wonder why. Tectone loves everyone around him and to be around him all the time.
Damn, not even Tectone's dad showed up? You'd think he'd at least be watching from the gallows.
Jody.
Don't you know I'm still standing?
Jody! That's my son!
You still have to respect Mizkif's level of pettiness here. The guy even had a friend record Tectone's walk of shame as he left the courthouse.
Ready for this? There's Tectone with some of his lawyers leaving the courtroom. You can tell by his walk, you can tell by this. There he is, leaving the courtroom today. The walk of shame as he lost the court case to PinkChu. You can tell by his fucking giant dome and who that walk is. For 10 years, he can't own a firearm, weapon, or gun, and has to stay away from PinkChu.
How is he supposed to shoot her then? What the fuck? I'm just kidding. That's bad. Okay.
And has to pay all of her attorney fees, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
He's just so dumb because that's not even true. Her attorney fees were like 15 grand. It's just like so funny. That's why you can't really trust anything this fucking idiot says. Because you don't know if it's true. He just says shit. He's just saying as many, he's just saying things.
It's not a small price. And I'm sure Tectone had 5 lawyers, chat. 5.
That is, Tectone did say he had 5 lawyers, so you can't really blame him for getting that one wrong.
5 lawyers?
I bet you he probably paid over $250,000 plus for the amount of lawyer fees, if not more.
Tectone would soon come out with a statement, clarifying that he's not going to jail because it's a civil trial. This is a cope that many of his supporters have been using, claiming that Pink is only doing this because there's been no updates to the police investigation. That's not entirely true, as according to her, she couldn't guarantee her safety during it until the protective order was granted. Maybe in the near future, we'll be seeing Tectone in an orange jumpsuit, placed in the same cell as Lakari after his hentai.
I doubt it's going to go anywhere. I think that they had enough proof to show that he's a threat in a civil court, but not enough of a threat in like in a criminal court. So I doubt that it's going to be like turned into something like that.
Stash gets looked into. Despite how damning this transcript is, you're still going to see various YouTubers sweeping for Tectone, mainly due to this team sports mentality these Asmongold orbiters have. Asmon himself has been too scared to give his take on the situation, using his lawsuit of Mizkif as a strange excuse.
Mizkif is very obviously suing me for defamation, and because of that, I don't want to comment on anything that's coming out of, any information that's surrounding him.
It's so funny because like he could obviously talk about. Actually, he could obviously talk about this situation. He just doesn't want to. And it's so funny if you look at Tectone. Tectone is a burden to everybody around him. Like if you look at him, if you look, he's on fucking Twitter. Like Elon, can you please give me a free car? Elon, please, I'll buy your car if you say hello to me. That's what he does all the time. That's what he always does. I does the same thing here. It's like he wants to be part of the Asmongold. He fucking glazes Asmongold. Oh, he's such a good guy. He's such a good guy. He's a fucking loser, bro. He's a fucking loser. It's fucking pathetic
because it could complicate the lawsuit. So I'm not going to comment on, or I'm not going to say anything about it at all.
This could be valid, but I doubt he'll say anything after this resolves. I do think it's important that he does speak out. I mean, he claims to know more about the situation than most do. Here's him admitting to it back in August of last year.
So, as somebody who knows more about this than the public, I think that when he comes back, all of this is going to make a lot more sense. I'll certainly say that.
It definitely does. It definitely does now, dude. It definitely makes a lot more sense that he is a rapist.
So don't worry about it, guys. Tectone will be back. It's not going to be a big deal. Everything's totally fine.
His orbiters have gone buck wild, and dick suck the hell out of Tectone, despite it legally being deemed likely that he'd sexually assault PinkChu again, if not for the 10-year protective order. They hate Hassan Piker so much that they'd be willing to cover up for Tectone. I hate Hassan as much as the next guy, but the worst things he's confirmed to have done is shock his dog, and call the police on his ex-girlfriend because she left him on red. Tectone, you're a rapist.
A civil case isn't determined by proof.
Yes, it is.
It's determined by vibes.
No, it's determined by proof. It's determined by evidence. The burden of proof is not as high as a criminal court, right? That's what it is.
And usually the way that court cases work for like criminal cases is you need to have proof to prove that someone's guilty, but in a civil case, I needed proof to prove that I'm innocent, which was hard, and I'm a bastard.
It's not, but okay.
So essentially, the court decided that I'm a vibe rapist. Yeah, and my vibes were fucking terrible.
Bro, you practically admitted this shit under oath. What do you...
Me when I'm a vibe rapist?
...on about? Pink technically didn't need any evidence. All she needed to do was get you to start yapping. I was gonna do a whole segment on Tectone sweepers, but this video was already too long. Maybe I'll
just do a whole video on it, dude.
Do a video on that in the future if more shit comes out. But I specifically want to highlight legal mindset once again. When I covered this guy back in November, I remember getting all these snarky comments about how I should also cover Legal Eagle. No matter your criticisms of that guy, he's not nearly as bad as the schizo loser who genuinely believes he's being gang-stalked by woke women because he called out Hassan. This fucking troglodyte, back of the bus window licker, decided to show the unredacted
back of the bus window licker. Is that like a racist thing? Back of the bus? What the fuck?
Court transcript showing PinkChu's full name and where she lives. This sounds malicious as fuck. Clearly some sort of way to get back at her. But it's more reasonable to assume he's just retarded, because he leaked Tectone's address as well. Good job, you yellow fever freak. Pink justifiably called
Go East, baby.
him out for this, but he refused to apologize, even after making some bizarre sexual comments towards her on Twitter.
I wouldn't doubt that Tectone either wanted him to do that or liked him doing that. Just because he can't say anything to her anymore for a fucking decade.
Tectone
You think we'll get the Tectone Cope Chronicles in 10 years? He's like, I can finally talk about this. You know, we get fucking MAGA 2.0 or something.
Oh, this is your top guy? If he's your biggest defender, you're fucked, Microtone. If this guy was one of his 5 lawyers, he'd have his 2-inch willy chopped off like an eye for an eye punishment.
Is 2 inches micro? Come on, guys. That's not that small.
What women do when I pull out my penis. They say, wow, so small.
Maybe the only way for Tectone's reputation to be saved is if we somehow live in a Donnie Darko reality. We're stuck in a time loop of OTK members getting accused of heinous shit, and Mizkif is the chosen one. And the only way to save the universe in Tectone's mind is for Mizkif to finally kill himself.
What the fuck? Cut that out. August, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Any other streamers there? Nope. There's a whole town, and there's nobody in it. And it's just me, and I'm alone every day. Nobody talks to me. Nobody looks at me. Actually, in fact, everybody hates me here.
You guys really don't understand how big of a cock block this divorce thing is. Like, you know, it's just I can't just be like spending money willy-nilly, bro. It just doesn't work that way. You know, and even with the GTR wrap, like I don't even know where the GTR is going to be in 2 or 3 months. Like I really don't.
Oh, no, not your very expensive car with a wrap.
I have no fucking clue.
At this point, I want to just be left alone. I don't want to really collab with anyone. I don't want to do anything with anyone. I just want to be left alone, right? Like, we went through the drama with OTK. We've had like 5 or 10 of these.
It's crazy that he says this. He wants more drama. That's all he does is drama farm on Twitter. But then he's like, I won't talk to you because he doesn't want to have any shit challenged.
These things happen. Like, I've had a lot of my friends, you know, and people that I was, you know, like friendly with friends? At least, you know, people in Austin get canceled. And it's just like, I lost interest in any degree of interacting with people, dealing with people, being friends with streamers, and everything else.
All right, chat. It's been real. I promise we'll be back playing Variety tomorrow. Last stream's not last stream, dude. I didn't do anything wrong.
And yes, people in Austin, you should be fucking afraid of me. You absolutely should. Because I have every secret and everything about you. You should be scared. Don't act like you shouldn't. I know everything about you from the past 8 years. I have all of our DMs, text messages, things I know that you don't want out there. Tectone's not the second. Tectone's not, and guess what? There's gonna be a 3rd, 4th, 5th. All right, I already know who it is. You're all.
Whoa!
Good job. I'm over here by myself in LA, chilling with all my friends. You guys just continue to play your little fucking Playmate Toys bullshit over there and act like you're all friends. You all hate each other, by the way. All hate each other. But keep playing on it. Keep acting like you're friends and buddy-buddy.
So beautiful. Wow. Well, that was a hell of a video. No lies. No joke. No jork in it. No jork. Yeah, and I will say, just to end it off, good video. But this game kind of sucks. That was incredible stuff.